Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Fight Kingdom 2024's Guilty Gear Strives Top 8 here in Everett, Washington. I am Tabby, and I'm joined with the illustrious Furshaw.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Fight Kingdom is back, and it's back in a big way here for Guilty Gear Strive. And, of course, we're looking at the bracket here. We have some top 8 competitors. Hard-fought battle throughout the whole day, but kind of look at it, we do have, of course, some winners. The winner from last year, Ruka, right? And, of course, Boat, Mushmal, and Sim. Sim, now tell me about Sim. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. So Sim, we haven't seen at an offline event here in the PNW in a hot minute, it feels like. I know they were at Arc World Tour, I believe, for the LCQ. But generally as a whole in the PNW, they haven't been showing up to as many events. A billion things get in the way of life and all that and jazz. So,
right. It's always important to take a break from the game, too. I think you
yes.
honestly get a little bit better mentally, right? When you come back, come a little bit stronger.
Yeah, definitely. We were seeing that with Sim, right? Like, coming in with predominantly ABBA. I know they have been playing some Soul,
right.
like both playing. I'm not sure if in this tournament.
All reliable.
Yeah. But facing him is Mushu. Mushu sitting on winner side is, very, very impressive, right? Mushu's someone who's sort of always been right on that cusp of making it into those winner side top 8s, usually finding they're eking in on the loser side. So them getting that shot to be able to, not have to worry about the losers portion of the bracket is going to be very beneficial for them. Now we move on to the loser side. Speaking of people that we haven't really seen in Strive recently, Odd Toaster back in action.
Back in action, but on that Valo grind from what I understand. And, of course, very good at multiple different kind of games.
Yeah, I mean, so Toaster, I know, was playing Tekken 8, was playing Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, was playing
Got back at Dragon Ball a little bit, too.
They were originally a Dragon Ball player,
right.
and then moved over to Strive when that came out. So they definitely have a lot of range in it, in their skill sets and their fighting game fundamentals.
And speaking of range, of course, we have Chad Rawsings on the other side there. Yeah, just one of the best guys in the business, Mr. 5K himself, Mr. T.O., in the bracket there in the loser side. And, of course, Storm. Tell me about some Storm.
Yeah, so Storm is another one of those people who we haven't seen in too many top 8s, if I'm remembering everything correctly here in the PNW. But finding their break, finding their way to come through on that Realmothal. Another character that you just don't normally see a whole
theoretical
lot.
top tier, right? Has all the juice, but hasn't had the results.
Exactly. It's definitely something that you have to be worried about and prepared for. We'll see if Storm can do it, but we don't have to worry about that for a hot minute because we've got Ruka versus Boat here. Can I get the crowd to make some noise?
Let's get to it!
Thank you. But here we go. So starting off early, right here, you're just seeing the patience come out from Boat, not wanting to make any brash and bold decisions as Ruka is just finding their early dominance in the corner.
Yeah, no handshakes here. Already got them in the corner. Introducing the Rekka. Nice fuzzy jump coming out from Boat here.
Oh, I like that. Just immediately presenting with the pressure off the tether instead of trying to do anything too crazy. Really wants to just force Ruka to have to hold a lot of the stuff that will come out in the end. VRC keeps the mix, but Ruka YRC's out.
Now, I've been liking the inertia that Boat has been getting so far, but Ruka paying back in a big way and had to burst out, but we bait it, and we get the wall break.
Had to burn it early, though, so we're going to see Ruka playing very, very careful. Right now, we'll just DP out of the last pressure sequence. Doesn't want to hold it. Doesn't want to hold anything.
Yeah, really good call on the aggression, too. Boat been kind of moving forward a lot here. But, yeah, Boat had a great series in that first round, but a 6P, the interruption, the great equalizer, put right back in the corner.
But I like that, just the patience, the IAD out, the hit with the backhand of the Ozanson to try to take your turn back. But Ruka just staying confident, finds a way to retake the corner, but Boat really trying to make sure that they can keep it safe.
Oh, just IB there coming from Boat. Boat's defense has been pretty good. Nice. The Johnson coming out. There we go. We get the loops.
And I like that from Ruka, just hold on to the burst, right? It's not worth to burst on that while they're just going to be baiting it almost the entire time. So.
And that's a top player thing. You realize, I'm already thinking about the next round, right?
Yep.
And I already lost too much momentum. But speaking of momentum, here comes Ruka, putting Boat back in the corner.
Yeah, just keeping that mix very, very clean right now, just with the Gamma Blade into the high-low off the plus range. BRC going to connect, DPs them out, keep the pressure going. Boat finally forced to burst as soon as they get it back.
Hey, yeah, Tommy, but you know what beats me? He beats.
Yeah, Ruka's DPs have been very, very on point. They haven't been worrying, we haven't seen Boat being able to just go for safe jumps or being able to buffer parry behind things.
BRC slowed down, and it does pay off. Oh my God, Boat able to get this conversion, gets the Tommy one more time, put it right back on the Kabari. This is very scary for Ruka here.
Yeah, back hit. Zanson forces the burst out from Ruka right at the last minute. PRC just trying to keep themselves safe for both players here, but Ruka finds the first connection.
Oh my God, there he goes. Kind of already a scramble here. We just started. but both players looking really strong.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what you're going to be looking for. You're looking for these players to, like, scramble as much as possible. It's where both these characters are really going to want to excel in some of these more deep-ended situations. So right now you're seeing Chip find their way to get in there.
Okay, this time we switch off to the H Kabari. This time we saw Ruka try to jump over there. But Boat getting that conversion, going to get that knockdown. What's the setup? No setup. Another DP for your trebles.
If you're not going to be baiting them, I'm just going to keep doing them.
Yeah.
That's what Ruka's showing right now. Good press right there. Just constantly checking all these like delay gaps that Ruka's been getting a lot of advantage off of now.
Yeah, red RC just to close out the round there. If there's something that, Viking can do, it is damage. Okay, back off. A little more mutual respect going on this time, right?
Yeah, we saw that at the very beginning of it. There we go. Good parry from Boat right there. Oh, and now spacing out.
Right.
Hey, I'm not going to get hit by those DPs if I can't even be in range of them.
You can only let it rip for so long, but here comes Boat one more time. Go for the overhead. Yeah, looking a lot better. The adaptation coming through in a huge way. And, of course, getting the dub right there. What a perfect.
Yeah. Excellent stuff from Boat, showing that they're not out just yet and showing how close these topic matches are going to be so far, right? Like, I don't feel like either player has been out of any decision, out of any game right now, out of any of these minor.
No one's really out of their league. This is like a battle of like old guard versus new guard, right? And you're kind of seeing the difference. Like, Ruka's more than likely to let it rip, as we saw early on, but Boat is able to adapt on the fly, make those callouts, and clean it up.
Yeah, it's been a very, very useful tool set for Boat right now, so we'll see if they can keep it going, or if Ruka can find the next level of that adaptation, get deeper into the layer of that onion. Right now, both players are just playing very, very patient and very respectful of each other, not wanting to try to commit to anything too crazy. But DP once again working out.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a couple of times. Maybe just kind of hold it on, to cash it on later. We'll find out as the set goes on. Another overhead, and this should be it. You have no burst to save you.
Yeah.
Wow, it's getting really close, though.
It's getting very, very close, but this is the matchup, right? We're seeing that Boat is not able to find a way to be able to force Ruka to stop DPing, and Ruka's not able to find a way to force Boat to stop getting those Yozansen overheads.
Yeah, it's like I think Ruka has to win a couple more neutrals just because of the nature of just like, okay, I could get blown up here. But no blown up quite yet. We're going to get recycle with the throw pressure right back into the clone. Get these plus frames. Called out. Gets a single hit confirmed into the overdrive. Bring up the squad.
Of course, this just staying very, very basic with the leaf grab mix right there to close the round out.
Yeah, just keep it easy. Keep it simple, right?
Yeah, keep it simple, especially in these top 8 situations. You want to, Ruka especially wants to get that repeat, wants to be able to have 2 trophies sitting on next to each other. There you go, throw set right there. One more mix set right there, goes low this time. Ruka forced to burst.
Okay, I like what I'm seeing so far. Gets the tick throw, going to be putting down right back into the clone. There we go. A burst from Boat on their end as well. Trying to avoid the far slash there on Chip's side.
Yeah, I actually like that burst right. Like, if this game goes long, like, you're going to be in a good situation. Right now, Boat found a very, very good confirm into the super with the wall break as well. Not dead just yet. Guts kicking in to keep Chip alive, but a good BRC backdash out. Doesn't want to hold any tethers.
Nice. Yeah, one more time the overhead rears this ugly head and looking pretty good on both sides so far. 2 is of course, best of 5.
Ruka now just getting a drink of water, staying hydrated.
Yeah, just maybe think about the match a little bit too.
Chug. I definitely, like, you see them thinking, like, okay, how am I supposed to handle this? How am I supposed to deal with the set play pressure, right? But there's something I was talking about last week, actually, after after Backstreet Brawl. Shout out to FGC, that's the event Boat runs.
Right.
But at Backstreet Brawl, Boat really treats Viking like a set play character. They want to consistently layer into those tether situations or into situations where they can actually get the tatami and then either Yozansen high or just go for the empty low. So it's going to be interesting to see how Ruka wants to be able to try to, like, pilot, not allow those situations to happen. We're already seeing, even with a big counter hit early on, a burst forced out, and then Boat gets into the exact situation that they want to be tethered close, staying personal.
Yeah, you talk about the game plan is avoiding the set play, and it's looking pretty difficult so far as we're already right back into the knockdowns. And, of course, getting clipped by the H. Kabari. DP's the overhead.
Yep. Finding the time, and they need the grab whiff. Unfortunate for Ruka here, as Boat should be able to close it out with this RRC. No, it's going to
scaling too. Look at that. Okay, yeah, just JS. Keep it really simple there. Nothing super committal. And Ruka on the other side talks about how Chip is such a theoretical top tier, but you have to play out of your mind to get the play so perfect. It's hard when you're human, right?
Yeah, and especially with a character like Viking who is so high damage, and with someone like Boat who's a lab monster on this character, who's constantly finding the optimal routings. And everything that you can do on this character. So now we see both players playing very patient, trying to find that right opening. Boat is able to find theirs, forces the burst from Ruka once again.
And I like the game plan from Boat too. Just IED back, use it to Tommy, making sure we catch Ruka coming in. But Ruka is coming in with a red RC. Gonna get the knockdown. Goes for the wall mix, nice blocks in Boat, and
yeah, recognize that they were spaced out enough that they weren't going to be able to get the low, so knew that the high was coming in from downtown. But leaf grab once again connecting for Ruka.
If it works once, might work again. We've been seeing that Ruka has been testing Boat's patience on just like throwing out things more than once to see if you're really ready for them.
Yeah, well, Boat is someone who's very just willing to block chip mix, right? Or like try to block
hold it down, right?
Hold it down, right? So throwing in even leaf grab and then as well as normal throws is going to start forcing them to make more aggressive decisions and lead more victory into your favor. We will get the wall break with that JD right there.
Well, victory is almost at hand here for Ruka as we're going to BRC forward and DP the classic. That's Ruka's favorite like setup to go for.
That once again, and now we're just being patient. Like, okay, I have to play very careful. I don't want to try to tie this up 2-2. I'm trying to close this out, but overhead going to put you out of 1 pixel situation.
Recovered just in time to get the counter attack, the jump in normal there. Perfect on Ruka's side. Now we're all tied up 2-2 apiece.
Yeah, these players are just going back and forth this entire time. Like, we're seeing these rounds go to last touch situation almost every single time unless one player's able to get a very dominant lead. So now we're just seeing Kabaris come out, just trying to stay very patient, trying to get Ruka to bait into their trap, but these JHs are connecting after the IAD end, and now it's Ruka's chance to shine.
This stop-and-go playstyle from Ruka, too, is really working out. We see them kind of take a little bit of respect on the other end and just, like, immediately bulldogs in.
And the immediate run-up throw right there, just showing that, hey, if you're going to try to hold any of the pressure I'm dealing with,
wake up, yo, Johnson!
Wake up overhead is sometimes what you need to close things out, but Ruka just keeping it simple, staying on the ground, now sitting match point.
And the far slash, one of the fastest medium buttons in the game, looking really good so far for Ruka's end. Gotta go low, nice blocks, overhead though.
Once more goes low this time into the super confirm. Gonna get the guaranteed wall break right there. And you see Boat like just reeling back a little bit, being like, okay, I gotta reset, gotta try to find this opportunity to stay safe. Allowing the ability to connect, but the parry gonna work out, get some big damage on board.
Yeah, I've been waiting for an opportunity to see Boat pull out the parry, maybe pull it out just in time. We're staggering there. Pull right back on the leash.
Oh, use the spacing on the tether as well to force that JTK to come down at the perfect angle for Boat to be able to keep their turn going. Gets hit by Tatami, so Boat not able to get this pressure to be safe.
Nice cross up one more time. Maybe Gester game coming up here soon, but we wake up overdrive. That's huge.
Yeah, there we go for Boat. Keeping it clean, keeping it close. It is match point for either of these players. Let's see what can happen right here. Just a nice dashes away, not allowing Ruka to get any big start, but the JD will connect with a big counter hit. Should be big damage as long as it's first.
Yeah, no burst on either side here, but it does come out pretty fast here, especially in Season 3 of Strive. Nice jump in for Ruka. Didn't quite believe in it, but got the merit to reset. Oh, but didn't get punished for it.
Yeah, wasn't
That's so unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate. Wasn't ready for it, so the DP is going to keep them safe. Found even a confirm after the scramble situation to get the wall break. This is very, very dangerous. Plus frames into their favor. Rekka RRC should close it out here.
Yes,
it
does. Wow, what a hard-fought match. Like I said, that was just the first match. We already start off with a banger here at Fight Kingdom. And at the end there, too, you saw that, like, when Ruka got a wall break, kind of, like, forced early on, use the command grab, right? And at the last very second, use a clone, right? That was a difference in strike throw that really threw off Boat, I feel.
Yeah, we saw that adaptation start towards, like, the second to last round of Game 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Ruka started throwing that adaptation in there, and Boat just wasn't able to find the exact solution to that answer as it came up. So, like, through the rest of that end of the set. And that's the shows the strength of someone like Ruka, who's been playing, you know, these anime fighting games, especially these Arxis games, forever. Being able to take all that knowledge, find those opportunities to layer all that on top of each other, and like fully capitalize on it.
Yeah, it's just great stuff on there. From honestly, both players there too. I don't think anybody say played bad, right? It's just like sometimes it's all about momentum. That's what this game is.
If you pointed a gun to my head and said that was grand finals, I'd go, yeah,
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And you know, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't make any calls here, but we're looking on to the
like Kevin Garnett, anything is possible.
That's true. Well, the next matches are coming up here very soon as we got Mush versus Sim. Now, we talked about earlier, Tabby, Sim making a return, right? But, of course, Mush making a return from Japan.
Yeah.
Curious to see if they really gain any experience from going out of country.
Yeah, we'll have to see if, you know, not only from the JP players and the other, like, outer region players that they were playing with, but I know they were grinding sets even in their own hotel room because I believe they were staying. I don't remember the full I don't know the full room they were staying with, but I know they're staying with like Tickle Me More and a couple of the other like local like West Coast players.
Right.
So they were grinding sets even later at the night, like once they were back there. So what did the the boot camp? What did the Japan
exactly.
boot camp
No, I definitely agree.
allow them to level up? And we'll have to see. But last match you saw, it's pretty respectful for these players, both just always staying kind of spaced away from each other, being like, okay, we're going to try to each get our game plan going.
Not the case of this one, I feel.
This is, I'm going to swing my arms, and if you get hit, it's your fault. Yeah, Sim, I believe she is going to be sticking with ABBA, if I can see that character.
Yeah, we'll see how kind of works. Of course, ABBA, the newest character in the scene. Of course, Slayer just got revealed at EVO Japan. I'm so excited for that character, by the way. But talking about the president right here, ABBA, a character that's really feast or famine, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's going to be the scary thing, especially with a character like Mei, who can output a metric truckload of damage onto people.
By stride metrics, too, right?
Yeah, by stride metrics is putting out a large chunk of damage, right? Putting out soul bad guy levels of damage. So it'll be interesting to see how Sim is able to manage that and deal with it when they're not in their Moria mode, right? When they're just going to be in normal ABBA, where she's not going to be the strongest character, and how we can capitalize on that. We'll find out early on right here, playing very patient right now, but finds a big counter hit, forcing a burst out from Yush early on, and you can see finds that opportunity of full screen to go into the install, and Yush not able to capitalize on any kind of punish onto it, so Sim going to get great reward for it.
And of course going to recycle back and get the key grab too, just to make sure we get some more jealousy meter on top, and of course got 50% tension. Going to run up with the BRC, use it to good use. Stagger pressure, there goes, and of course it is an overhead in Moria mode, and that's going to be it.
Yep, just quick confirm into super, and that's the scary part of ABBA, right? He's going to kill you in 2 touches if you are not ready to try to stop her, and that's a big thing that you're going to be looking for Yush's game plan, right? Like, how are they going to adapt? How are they going to just kind of stay very, very patient away? You can already see this, trying to get them to bait into something a little bit more committal and then punish you for it, but Sim playing at the exact right spacing that they need to in this match. Orange Wild Assault allowing them to close the gap and now get their party started.
Yeah, of course, this is what I like to see from Mushmallow. Gets the overhead kiss, so they get a lot of damage in tow, but the burst is going to come out, and I like it. Came down with the 3K. Make sure we deny any summons of Moria mode coming out from Sim.
Yeah, and that was the big thing we saw in the first one, is Sim able to get into the Moria mode and then just immediately gain control, but they're now going to be staying into it here, but will tech out of it. So now this is a very scary situation for Sim if Yush can land a big reward like this.
Yeah, this should be really huge here. Gonna squeeze out the little bit of damage we can, and yeah, just a tad bit. I was about to say, I didn't want to call it too soon, just a pixel of damage left.
Yush wasn't ready for it.
That is a knowledge check. You can actually avoid it, but I don't think Yush was ready for it.
No, I mean, it's one of those, it's a jump scare, right? And you have to be prepared for that jump scare. But Toshigeki finds their way in, but Sim going to just block it and stay safe now. Another punish on these gaps.
You can see how much use Sim is getting out of the 5H, because when she's out of Moria mode, the 5H is actually a little bit bigger, but she's in it once more time and going to bait out the burst. And that, honestly, I think... didn't build the tension, though. I thought we were getting very close.
Yeah, having tension pulse come up because
overhead
of the RRC at the RC at the end to bait the burst right there. But Sim's still finding a way to close it out.
I take it back. Feast or famine, right now, Sim's feasting.
Yeah.
Eating pretty good.
Got the full plate in front of them. Let's see, are they going to go for seconds, or are they going to just stay with their first? Right now, already off going for those sweet potatoes, not going to be working out just yet. Sim playing very, very cautious, found their opportunity to go into Moria mode once again, but this is where you see Mush playing very good at that right spacing, forced Sim to waste about a third of their gauge right at the beginning, and now that it's just going to go down more and more and more, but Sim able to reset at the last second.
Here we are trying to reevaluate, use the PRC, go switch right into Moria mode. Wow, just on the fly. Sim is improving this whole thing here. Gonna get the wall splat, yep, and he's gonna break the wall. Now get that positive bonus kind of flowing here. This is looking very scary, especially with 50% meter.
Goes for it again.
Yes!
See Mush get hit by it, but no big confirm afterwards. Even Sim was not ready for that trade, but they will be ready for the overhead. And looking very, very clean right now.
There's so much fear coming out from this character, because we've seen so many overheads come out from Sim, and in theory reactable, but it's equivalent to a tap dust, right? With no orange glow.
Yeah. I think it's easier to see, right? The orange glow makes it harder. Oh, there we go. Nice 2K juggle.
Of course, not in Moria mode this time, so didn't get the special animation, but we're going to keep some Moria gauge to make sure we probably end this thing out, and we're going to end it in a big way, of course. Yushmal going to be returning in kind with the burst.
Oh, big counter hit into the quick super confirm right there to guarantee the close out of game number 2. Sim sitting pretty up in 2-0.
And you're seeing the strength of this character, able to confirm from a lot of really great ranges, thanks to both the difference in overdrive, right?
We'll have to see, you know, if Yush can make his big adaptation, but right now Sim is finding these great counter hits in these early stages of this game to fully take dominance over. 2K connecting into the overhead reset, trying to bait out these bursts from Yush, but instead we'll just get these super confirms, guarantee the wall breaks, keep their own burst gauge, save those Waddle Cells with pressure.
Yeah, full stack of Moria gauge on there. Okay, reversal throw. This could be a great chance for Mushmouth to make a comeback, and lets you get burst right back. We're going to wait out the Moria mode, tries to find a way in, but there is another counter hit. Yeah, and it holds the burst, right?
Yep. No need to Cali burst right there. Just keep it in your pocket. You know, save it. Try to make the comeback right here. We'll see if Yush can do it. But right now, Sim keeping the dominance going.
Okay, finds a 3K knockdown. Yeah, just waiting for Sim to bite anyway how. But I feel like Much has been playing in the corner for like 75% of this game. It's been really difficult.
Now big counter.
That's huge.
Yeah, and that's what Mush is looking for, right? They're like trying to find those big counter hit confirms, trying to get all that damage to add up again and again and again. Well, right now, they can't find a big opportunity. They're kind of just swinging for the win.
Swinging for the fences. Yeah, burst right back out of there. Mush, of course, having the life lead for one of the few times. That's awesome. Counter hit, close slash, anti-air. And Mush staying alive.
Yeah, channeling that Japanese boot camp right here, trying to make the full comeback.
Playing very reserved and respectful, but we're throwing all caution to the wind now. We have to get in there.
It's crossover, not getting hit out of it yet. Still trying to find Sim, Sim's whiffs. That's what they're really gaming for here. But the Wild Assault going to allow them to connect after the install, keep themselves safe. 2K, yeah. So just be keeping it very simple, right? Just go for the same setup again and again and again because it's been working. No need to change it, but doesn't work. Big counter hit at the very end, has the positive bonus, has the meter, and has the super confirm right there.
It has the win too. Gonna be using the special overdrive that you say, especially in Moria mode. Yeah, Sim just prioritizing Moria mode over everything, right? And that's exactly the game plan that won them that sit over Mushmouth. Fastest game we've seen today, Tabby.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the that's the ABBA game plan, right? Like you're saying, very feast or famine. But if you're able to stay in that Moria mode, stay with all the jealousy in your heart, find your keys to victory in that match with.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Yeah.
But guys, thanks for tuning in for Fight Kingdom 2024. It's good to be back, a place where retro meets modern here. Of course, we have all the games on display too. Of course, all the Third Strike cabs in the middle. We got CBS 2 coming at you tomorrow. Virtual Fighter, Marvel 2. Marvel 2 is going to be here till like 5 a.m. in the lobby. Come on.
What do you mean? Marvel 2 is not going to stop.
Never going to stop.
They're going to just play 24 hours, and they're going, I saw people, I was down there earlier, and I saw people sleeping on the couch. They're taking their naps so they can play late into the night.
The grind never stops. And, of course, we do have modern games in tow. We have Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, and, of course, you know what it is. Get the Gears Drive, got the dynamic deal, the queen of commentary herself, Tabby, and you know what it is. Your boy for Shaw.
We got, a couple of fantastic people here on the mic, not only for this, but for all our games. We got some fantastic players as well. We just saw our winner side finish up here, which will be Ruka versus Sim in winners finals. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought? It's 2020. It's Ruka versus Sim.
It's a little nostalgic, right?
It is, honestly. It's not as nostalgic as seeing Sim Toaster, right? It's a very Season 2 matchup. But we'll potentially see that happening later into the event because we're going to see our loser side. Well, Mikey C, the Faust player themselves, versus Odd Toaster. Winner of that will go and fight Mush. And then we got Chad Draws Things. Will be fighting Storm. Winner of that will take on Boat.
Now, I want to give some props there to Mikey C and Storm. Don't see them too much in our top 8s around here, but I'm loving to see them add some character diversity, especially bringing like Faust and Ramathal, right?
Yes. Yeah, I believe
if it checks out, if we did the math, right? The abacus, yeah.
I'm like 90% sure Mikey's on Faust. If Chad, if you want to correct
your
me.
reads never fail, right?
Yeah. I'm willing to OS.
You play Kai and Exert.
I play Kai in multiple games. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Faust Nago matchup is interesting if it is going to be that, right? Like, I think Faust is a character that we don't really see to their full potential outside of a handful of people, right? I'll do the obvious shout outs to Plantain Poppy, Carlos.
Hey.
Not,
Iwa, right?
No, they're Portland.
Portland. Oh, my bad. I'm thinking of a different Foss. Never mind.
Yeah, they're who's the Ewok Faust? I can't remember their name.
It escapes my mouth. But yes,
Yeah.
Plantain Poppy,
Yeah,
one of the best to do it in Oregon.
But yeah, they're one of the like most consistent Fausts. You see them generally on these like online events, like placing at these high rankings, and they sort of have this very honestly classic style of game plan. You see the same thing when like Elvin was playing this game. They were doing the same thing and getting a lot of success with it, which is just I'm going to stand away from you and kind of throw buttons out and then make these item tosses and force you to react to the situation.
Yeah, being an opportunist, right, it's what you definitely have to be when you play a character that relies on item toss RNG like that, right?
Yep.
And, you know, seeing like Apology Man play at Slashback not too long ago, just like my man somehow, I don't know, he must have slipped somebody $5 because he was getting like so many mini floss. So I'm curious to see how it's going to work out for this type of play. Faust, excuse me.
Yeah, we'll have to, see what the dice gods say are in Mikey C's favor here. But they're going to deal with Toaster. And like we were saying before, Toaster is, if you are someone who's watched his PNW events historically, this is a name you should know. I believe in 2022, they had the most tournament wins.
They were on the grind.
Out of anyone in the region. Like the only other person I think who would be beating them in that number is Sim.
They were like absolutely a threat here, and they're back to like put a little dent in the bracket. We'll see how it kind of goes here. I'm loving to see them back here. Maybe get the run back somehow at Fight Kingdom from last year. We'll find out.
We'll have to see.
Nothing is set in stone here.
I'm actually curious, and I'm going to use the power of technology. Who did they lose to?
Look at the history.
Who did they lose?
Chat tapes.
They lost to Ankle Gator.
Why do you say that like that?
I'm just genuinely surprised.
Shouts to Ankle.
Shouts to Ankle.
Love Ankle.
The person who's ruined all controller discourse in the fighting game community. Love you, Ankle. But yeah, so it looks like we got both players sitting down. I overheard them talking. Mikey was actually just in Tekken. I think they're playing that at the same time as this top 8. So
You'll love to see the crossover.
Yeah, but that's also going to be difficult, right? Oh, sorry. Storm is in Tekken. My apologies. So we're going to be playing. I think we're going to try to do Chad Storm first, but now we're doing Mikey C Odd Toaster instead.
All right.
But even for Storm's case, like bouncing between Tekken and Guilty Gear is very like those are like it's not like bouncing between like Guilty Gear and Blaze.
No,
like Guilty Gear
it's very different, right? You have to have a different mindset. Let's see if they're able to kind of switch their mindset going into this bracket because you're going to need it. You're in top 8 against one of the best players in the PNW, Odd Toaster.
Yeah, we will have to see what they can do here. We'll see who will make it through into the loser's side of the bracket.
Now, of course, I talk about a lot with Odd Toaster's Nago. He bets it all on black. He swings for the fences, put himself in high blood very early on. Let's see if he learned his lesson. Probably didn't, but we're going to see how it kind of goes and see if Mikey C can stop this tyrant.
Round start, Beyblade.
Yeah, I'm with you. Shake hands, shake hands. All right.
Not fair. We have our mics being pumped out to the crowds. They might have heard us. They might have heard us, but we will have to see. Letting these interns rock. I do like it. Just like let the nerves shake off a little bit. Let it rock. Just try. Stay very, very safe. But we'll see if that round start Beyblade does come out from Odd Toaster, and it doesn't. But a back Fukio does. And you can already see Mikey just keeping it very, very aggressive early on, burning that white Wild Assault. Just trying to force Toaster into the corner as much as possible. Force them to go for something bold, but instead, they'll keep it very simple. Finds the 2H. Now we're seeing the classic Slash Series stagger.
Yo, trying to get snipe out. Mike see it. Looking for a jump potentially. Teleports away and then crawls immediately underneath. That's one of the strengths that Faust is going to have, Faust is going to have in this matchup, is able to go underneath Far Slash.
Yeah, and that's actually like very, very relevant, right? You're already seeing Toaster have to shift their game plan up a little bit by going for 2S a lot more, which is not as good of a button. But the 5P will connect.
Teleport away. Just kind of did it raw, honestly.
Yeah. Did it raw. There we go. Counter hit JD is what we saw Toaster looking for in the corner earlier, and it's a more like recent adaptation. I think you're seeing a lot more Nagos go for because it is such a like good air style tool, and a lot of people are just trying to up back button against them. But you're already seeing Deflect Shield come out. I really like Mikey C's use of like we're already seeing very aggressive Wild Assault use and Deflect Shield use. Just keep Toaster as far away from them as possible. But also connecting with the RRC, looking for a blood-sucking universe right here.
Yeah, looking very dire there for Mikey C in the corner, and that is going to be it. Yeah, that was definitely an Odd Toaster round if I ever saw one. Yeah, like you made a good point. Mikey C is very good at using the mechanics, especially in Season 3 where you need to be really acclimated and apply them appropriately. But Odd Toaster, you know, I'm not sure what patch in his head he's playing on here, but he's playing on the right one. Looking good so far.
Yeah, I mean, you got to play with the patch that will lead you to victory, so we'll have to see if they can keep it going right now.
Hey, there's that Waddle Song one more time. And just kind of eats in your face, but you can't dine in front of me.
Yeah, but that's one of those checks right there. Like, hey, are you
ready for this? Yeah.
But now we're going to see if Mikey's able to get out of this situation, which they might not while they're stuck in the corner versus the Nago. BSU connecting once again. Low slash pressure going to be connecting.
Yeah, the only meal I'm going to get is be dining on you with the blood-sucking universe. Good stuff that Odd Toaster so far taking that round.
Yeah. Back and forth. Wild Assault going to connect in the air, but so not ready for that big confirm. But instead, Mikey C going to bring him already coast to coast. Bomb set as well on this pressure.
Gotta respect it. Yeah, I like the 6P. Just way out of the storm. And Mike C taking the brunt of the damage of the bomb. Gets a donut in tow. Probably not something you really want right now.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't want to be getting hit with your own bombs right there. All right, sets it up once again back to the corner. Bomb, once again, Toaster PRCs to keep that throw safe. Bomb going to connect this time.
Another one. I know we're playing Tekken 8 ball here. Come on.
Oh, great stuff from Mikey right there to close out that round.
Yeah, I set up and spike there from Mike C, evening up the round count. Wow, just the initial 6P. Odd Toaster ain't playing no games.
Very patient. You already seen from Toaster, right? Not going for those like big engages on the blood sets right there. Just staying very cautious. Trying to 6P out any of the mid-screen pressure that Mikey's doing. Mikey very willing. Just up, back, bag bomb, try to throw these items. Toaster going to find a huge connection right here, though.
Once again, that deflect shield, too, puts you right in the important range for the 2H, too. So it's kind of hard to press the button right afterward. But Odd Toaster is getting right back in there, gets another command grab. Trying to get the wake up. It's looking so difficult.
Yeah. And they're just keeping their pressure very aggressive, right? Like, I don't think we've seen a single BSU not connect.
Yeah, usually I'm used to seeing Odd Toaster pop by this point.
Yeah.
And maybe that's like kind of the difference. That's what happens when you're away for a while, right? Maybe you think about like, oh, maybe I shouldn't use so much blood.
Well, it's not only that, it's people aren't used to your habits, right?
Yeah, right.
So like and you're not used to theirs, so you have to try to adjust your game plan, get used to every single thing that's going on. Finds the big throw right here. Fukyo into the BSU once again. Do it again. Nope, we'll go low this time.
And forcing the whale there, gets the plus frames with the white wall assault. We're back in that corner, but let's say I think if they waited a little bit longer, they could have punished that mix. It was too close.
Here we go. Trumpet is picked up though into Toaster, so Mikey C finds the opportunity to give them a new do right here and gets the JD confirmed.
Yeah, I like the introduction of using the command grab. Haven't seen that so far in the set. Oh, but a little bit mistiming on the flesh shield, which means Odd Toaster's going to take us into life with you.
Oh, and now we're seeing Toaster.
I didn't mean to jinx him. I didn't mean to jinx him. Come on.
I can't believe you did this.
I can't believe I did that.
It's your fault that Toaster popped. Oh, yeah, good early burst right there. Just keeping the aggression going now. Stagger with the 5Ks. Don't want to do anything too crazy. And this is a big thing you're going to see with Toaster, right? Is they want to not pop, but instead they're going to get the optimal punish right here. Taking as much time on there, bringing them down to that 20% range. Toss them back, though. This is where it's scary.
Oh, the gold burst to get the positive bonus, of course. It goes for the JD, ignites the afro. You have to respect it.
One thing I would like to see from Mikey C more, especially after that gold burst, is going for these item toss supers, but right now they're not going to be needing it as Toaster is not able to confirm the last hit.
This is so damn close. Yeah, uses the white wall assault just to bully through it. It pays off in a big way. Odd Toaster potentially on game point here.
It is so scary. Counter hit dive gonna connect right there. And now you see Mikey just play a little bit more cautious, try to allow Toaster to build that blood gauge up again and again and again. Gonna be waiting for a blood-sucking universe I knew was coming out right there. I know your habits, Toaster. And we're gonna see Mikey was also ready for it here. Gets the golf swing confirmed and knock him all the way out. And just throwing hammers, bombs, nails, keeping a mini Faust on deck for when they need it. Close slash counter hit gonna work out great for them.
Just the two of us. We can do it if we try. Mike C, can you do it? Yeah, a little bit too close here, which means you're going to eat a 5K, which means Odd Toaster gets a sense of coming right back out. The PRC wake up into the gobble gobble. Come on.
Yeah, that's Mikey C keeping it alive, getting their point on the board. Like, they're thinking, like, huh?
I think Mike C was just like, all right, I just got to, like, pull out something you're just not going to expect, right? Who expects that?
Yeah, like, especially on a character like Faust, right, who is normally wanting to back away. like I said with Mikey Z, one thing I would really like to be seeing more is more use of the item toss super, right? We've been seeing a lot of situations where they're at that meter in full screen and then just not gaining any like big advantage, forcing Toaster to react to everything that's going on. But instead, they're going to be reacting to these hit confirms right now, getting this damage to add up again and again and again.
Okay, and that's going to ignite the Afro there from the bomb, and the JD is going to take it as well. Mike C looking pretty good on this comeback so far, but can he keep up? It just slips on the bottom. Yeah, peel at the end. Some Looney Tunes action coming out here.
Here we go. Early Wild Assault into the Bloodsuck universe right there. Toaster just saying, hey, we got to go back. We got to bring it back. We got to force you to hold everything that I'm going on. Bag Bomb will connect right there. And now Toaster burning all that burst gauge early on these Wild Assaults is going to hurt them if Mikey C can land a big hit like this.
Yeah, able to find these counter hit J2Ks has led to just good corner carry, and now it has a little positives. But you know what? I don't care. White Wall Assault right back. Might see Weathering the Storm, using every mechanic in the book.
There we go.
Every mechanic!
Every mechanic, because that's what you need to win some of these games sometimes. All right, Banana Peel coming out, but Toaster finds the jump right over it. Super PRC will find the counter hit.
Didn't believe in the confirmed fully. One more chance, guess for game.
Bombs that one more time into the grab.
There it is. Oh my God, we have just evened it up here. 2-2 apiece. You thought Mikey C was out. Well, guess again.
Yeah. Mikey is keeping all of us guessing right here with these constant change up on the pressure. One thing that is kind of scary from like Toaster's end is you're seeing them get Deflect Shield out a lot. But one of the big problems with Deflect Shield is that the Noggle can just Beyblade back in and punish you for doing it. But right now we're not seeing that happen. Yeah, we're seeing these Scarecrows come out. We're seeing all the moves enter on deck.
Nice. Once more trying to call out with the White Wall Assault here on the 2H. We've been seeing like Mike C swing a lot from far range, and Odd Toaster looking for whiff punishes, and of course looking for that kill. Oh my God, I thought we had a little bit of health left. Just a smidge.
No.
But 6H does a lot of damage.
It does arguably too much, but here we're seeing 6H coming out from Mike C. Now trying to find these opportunities to connect. A great backdash on the BSU right there. Toaster didn't have the beater to PRC it, so able to find themselves a guarantee confirmed. Nice backdash on the 2S though.
Okay, waiting for another opportunity. Finds a counter here. Okay, Mike C. Batter up. 2H's golf. What am I talking about? Ooh, check out the extension. That was some fancy stuff.
That was almost fancy, but right now just keeping them locked in the corner. Toaster found the back that they were looking for to keep pressure going. We're going to see BSU connect one more time, and one more. Do it again.
Oh, the meaty pressure coming out. Another Beyblade. You said do it again, and so it shall be. Odd Toaster taking over Mikey C.
Toaster really said let it rip right there.
Let it rip.
Beyblades at the very end. And we'll be moving on forward. They'll be fighting Mush in losers quarters.
That's right. And of course, we're moving on to our next match here in losers. Of course, Chad Draws Things versus Storm.
Yeah. This will be the Kai player themselves. Chad Draws Things. Playing them in every version of the game. I don't think. Oh no, they played 10 in the latter half of Rev 2. If I remember correctly.
Yeah. So he definitely plays the family, right?
Yep.
Always coming out really strong. We might see like a switch off between Kai and Sin depending on what it calls for. You know, if he gets pushed against the wall, might bring out the Sin. We'll kind of see. He's been loving both characters lately, though.
Yeah, and we'll also have to see in this matchup, right? Because like Kai Ram is generally, like you think about it on paper, right, going to be slightly harder for Kai than like Sin Ram. Because a lot of the tools that you're bringing out as Sin are covering slightly outside of Ram range.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Well, like Kai is playing sort of inside of her range, not at it, but like slightly in it. So
yeah, that makes sense because like the ranges they want to far slash are pretty damn similar. Although it will be probably a comfortable pick when it comes to Kai with Chad.
Oh, yeah.
But I do agree with the Sin pick, right, in terms of just like you're able to have that burst, right, where you can punish Ram on a dime's notice. Of course, haven't seen too much of Ram kind of play out besides the dedicated players. She definitely got that new move, the Rock, right? So that kind of pulls you in versus like pushing you out with the sword. So you kind of have that dichotomy. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see, how Storm like wants to use it, how they want to adjust their game plan using that new tool. Because it's not something I even think we see like a lot of the more active Rams really using in the day-to-day. It's more like just staying the same pressure, and then Rock is there as do you know how to deal with Rock? Sometimes
it's something to rotate on, right?
Yeah, it's definitely something to rotate on, but you have to represent paper.
Well, I have Rock.
Unfortunately, sometimes Rock is scissors if your opponent is already representing Rock.
All right, well, guys, thanks for tuning in here. Shouts to the crowd, everybody hanging out here at Fight Kingdom 2024. It's good to be back here at Everett, Washington. Shouts to the venue, too.
Yep.
One of my favorite venues to hang out in.
Yeah, definitely. It's I haven't been in this venue in because I've had to miss the past couple of Fight Kingdoms, but this is a venue that like I definitely used to be at for other events and stuff. So it's always good to see. Always good to see the Marriott Courtyard here doing well, giving us a space to not only run great games like Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8,
all the retro games abound. Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that it's like we are. I was just talking about this with someone earlier. This event really does feel like a local that Marvel players fly out to.
Yeah, right. It's been a while since we have like this many players kind of fly out to like the Seattle area, but I love to see it. And just like you love to see our next match coming here with Chad Drawstings versus Storm.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see what the round start is, right?
Yeah, I'm
kind of curious.
I'm curious. Yeah, we did. Chad did end up going with the Sin pick, right? Didn't want to pick the Kai. Love the matching colors, but not exactly the same. And Chad just going for an immediate dash block, and we're seeing Storm already just trying to play pretty aggressive. It's going to be very beneficial for Chad when they find opportunities like this to keep the damage and the corner pressure going up right now, staggering out. But Storm almost found a chance to IAD out, but the 6P was able to connect with Chad, but Storm still making it happen.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of these clean counter hits, but no big follow-up so far. We definitely have the stamina user. Oh, but clicked right outside of the DP.
I like the use of the BRC that Chad was looking for to try to like escape that corner situation, close the gap, but Storm just playing very, very cautious and always waiting to see what Chad can bring to the table right here with a good 6P gonna connect.
Yeah, 6P is so long and has to be respected. Gets the tyrant barrel, gets the clean hit. Chad Drawstings, although been TOing all day, still on rhythm, still on point.
Burst coming out as well early or late into this round. Will bait their own burst. Both these players thinking they're in California, but no, we are here in Washington.
We are in the PNW. You know what it is. Chad Drawstings to be taking that first round.
Yeah. We'll see if Chad just wants to go for like a normal dash block once again, or we're going to see nope. We're trying to be a little bit more aggressive, but Storm backing off, trying to play at the spacing that Ram wants to be at, and waiting for Chad to make a big decision. But Chad just playing very, very cautious and capitalizing on these hits where they can.
Coming around, finds a counter hit, finds another one as well. But yeah, we're not seeing like these big conversions you expect from Ram, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a little difficult, right? If you're not ready for those counter hits, if you're not like actively in the mindset to be looking for it, it can be hard to get the situations. Air throw will come out and throw him back into the corner.
Yeah, without that confirmed too, you don't get the carry into a knockdown into Sword Oki, right? You don't get your game plan going, but the only one going forward right now is Chad Drawstings winning that first game.
Players laughing out. They're having fun.
They're still having fun. That's what it's all about, right? Is having fun here at tournaments like this. I'm hoping that Storm can get a little bit more composure here to make sure these confirms a little more clean. Because you want to see a fair fight, right?
Yeah, we definitely want to see a fair fight. We're seeing an early 6 agent, no RC to back it up, so Chad will attempt to punish it, but forces the burst out from early. But now we're seeing these good confirms come out.
Hey, but we're also seeing more 6Ps come out as well. Chasing down the backdash, Chad Drawstings just really in tune with calling out habits. And of course, another tyrant barrel. You know what? Like, Kai may be my father, but Soul was my daddy. Oh, and another one. If you like the first, same as repeat the verse. Come on.
Yeah, Chad, really channeling the inner Sid energy, trying to do his best Adonis impersonation right now to keep the game going. But Storm finding their opportunities to keep the pressure again and again and again in the corner. Chad finds the 6 people, evade the burst with the PRC as well to keep it safe. Oh my goodness, we're having fun here. We're having a great time, just like these players are seeing Rock connect. But Chad just really prioritizing these FBs right here and not wanting to, be super close outside of any of the pressure and not force any of that chip as well. Yeah, their stagger.
Yeah, pump up the wrist. I like it. Backdash away. And we're seeing the differences in terms of like how both players like to use their movement. We're seeing the Stormers a lot more aggressive while Chad kind of waits patiently, but sometimes patience doesn't always pay off. But, I was expecting a bigger payoff coming from Storm.
Are connecting with the Tyrant Barrel, forcing them into the corner right now. Nice beak driver right there, just constantly poking them, or a bunch of hits at a good flow slash, but not able to find the big confirm, so just DP again.
You never respect the second DP. No one ever respects the second one.
No one ever expects the back-to-back right there. Chad is right now up 2-0 in these games. You see Storm thinking, calculating, plotting, really just like
Bring out the air abacus, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Move the pieces over.
Move the
Because you
pieces
potentially only have one more game here. And going right back to that respect there. The remove right and try to sneak in the throw a little too far away.
I do like this from Chad, right? We've seen a lot of success of just allowing their opponent to dig their own grave, and a lot of these with situations of taking these larger risks. So Chad just waiting for that to come out and then capitalizing on the reaction. Pressure coming out once again. IAD's out though this time, but the BRC will give Chad the same stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of the Chad special, using the BRC slingshot. A crazy trade coming out on both players. And another clean jump, and we haven't seen too many anti-airs come out from Storm, and she's kind of paying for it, right?
Yeah, definitely paying for it in life right now. Chad sitting up match point here.
All right, Storm, can you get a win? We want to see it.
This is actually, it is tournament life point here. You know,
Yes,
this is the loser side of the bracket, so the loser will not make it forward, not fight the next round. And right now, Storm looking clean right now, finally finding the pieces of the puzzle to connect.
All right, we're bringing in the Zondo laser. You know what it is. Okay, all right. Oh, I don't know what that was about, but Storm, whatever gets you back in the groove of it, I like it. Come on.
Sometimes you got to stun on him. Sometimes you got to style on him a little bit.
I mean, I know Kendrick just stunted on Drake last night, but you don't do it like that. Come on.
Daggers out, and you see Chad just waiting for the sword throw to come out, and then capitalizing as soon as they are far enough away. That sword's going to take a long time to come back.
Yeah, MD jump below, of course, it works on everybody. Doesn't go for the splat. I kind of agree with it, too. You don't want to reset against Ram.
Oh, nice PRC on the air throw right there. Deflect shield was done in the air just slightly above the ground, so wasn't able to connect. Chad able to find one more hit. PRC keep themselves a little bit safe off that throw.
There it is.
Chad.
Yeah, Chad with a clean 3-0. Yeah, even in that scramble at the end, Chad was just able to take more risks. That's what happens when you just, like, have a good lead like that.
Yeah, like I said, I think the big thing with Chad's game plan in that game was just waiting for Storm to do something very big and very active, and then reacting to it accordingly.
Yeah, let me, I can't say fall on your sword, fall on my flagpole, right? But yeah, I think it was one thing like we called out earlier was those jump-ins coming out from Chad too, is just that we didn't really see any representation on an anti-air, and even then, like, Ram's anti-air is kind of like more lower to the ground, right? So who knows?
Yeah, it still hits pretty high up, like all 6Ps do in this game, but it's definitely not as a like guaranteed of an option.
It's very different, right?
Yeah, it's very, very different compared to, you know, the cast of characters that they were just fighting against, right? Like, since 6P hits, you know, all the way up at the tip of the skyscraper.
Yeah. All right, guys, moving on through the bracket here for Fight Kingdom 24-24. Guilty Gear Strive. And, of course, looking at the bracket we have now, of course, in the winners, we have Ruka in Sim. Get to that very soon. And, honestly, Mush Mallow, Odd Toaster, Boat. Of course, you know, Chad, we just saw him up here.
Yeah. And that'll be, that one's going to be interesting. We'll talk about it when it comes, because right now we got Mush, Mallow, and Odd Toaster coming up. Another set of players who love spinning their arms, and whoever gets hit first.
Yeah. That's definitely going to be one of those matches for sure. Now, let's see how it kind of, like, pins down to. So, they haven't played in a while, right? And we talked about how Toaster took a break.
In tournament, no. I think they have played on net play, just try to remember pings in the Strive channel that have come up, but I don't think in tournament. I think this is Toaster's first tournament in, like, a long time.
Right, it is. Yeah, so great experience to get, especially in the top 8 here. So let's see how it kind of pans out. Mush repping that Mei, right? Like, we don't have too many representations of Mei, and she's still, like, a really good character, especially with that new eject button. Mush doesn't really make much use of it I've seen so far, but maybe this will be the matchup you do.
Yeah, it's pretty, I think, situation dependent. And also, I think it's something that Mush may not be exploring as much, as they're still trying to get the full fundamental core of this version of Mei down right here. But you're going to see a good jump out on the BSU and finding these early attempts and finding the right spacing as well to force Odd Toaster to whiff and to land all these big counter hits again and again and again.
Let's see, where is the cancel into the Dolphin? Goes low this time. Great defense coming out from Odd Toaster, trying to get some of his blood back. But staying right side out of the range. Good stuff from Mush.
See, yeah, great patience right there. Had the orange wild assault, but wasn't able to fully get it to connect. They will get this overhead kiss to land. One more touch. Not able to find the confirm. Wasn't ready for it. Toaster YRC's out. Take their turn back.
And yeah, potentially might have to come back, wait for an overextension. But you know what? We don't need overextensions here. We got White Wild Assault, the great equalizer.
The slide coming in from downtown for Mushmallow and taking the first round.
Yeah, pretty competitive game so far, I would say, right?
Yeah, definitely very back and forth. We're seeing Mush has been very ready for everything that Toaster is bringing to the table, right? Like, there hasn't been a big situation that they're not, like, actively ready for, and they're also ready for those big damage confirms with that huge swing right there. Toaster.
Speaking of swings, check out another White Wild Assault.
ERC's out. Oh, the whiff punish attempt right there, but an up dolphin. Gonna allow them to almost. No, they will close it up.
Yeah.
Build that 50-meter.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of up backs there coming out from Mushmallow in the corner, but the up dolphin definitely going to seal the deal. Getting 1-0 against Odd Toaster.
I was very worried that they were going to build that 50-meter right at the very end.
Right.
They like just
It's
right
always
at
so close, right?
Yeah. But Yush was able to recognize that and knowing that they were going to build exactly enough meters, so they are actively prepared for this. These up back JKs on these DSU attempts have been so on point from Yush.
Yeah, even though it's been a while, I think Mush has really got the handle on what Odd Toaster's habits are going to be, really calculating the risk-reward, denying like any blood-sucking universe. And now you're high blood and taking this damage and this knockdown?
Yeah. You build up more, getting the pressure on those frames. And the overhead kiss confirm in the corner should close it out. Yush looking clean.
Looking really clean so far. You know what? I know you just came back from Japan, but you need to go Sorry there to Odd Toaster. You're putting it on the heart.
Yeah. You know, got 3 out in the last round and was like, nah, I'm not letting that happen again. I got to prove myself. I got to show what this May can do, and this May can do damage here.
Yeah, no manners, all out the door. Got the 3K just to catch any summons. And also, I'll take that burst.
Yeah.
I'll take that with me.
And I'll take that round because of that burst baited. And you see Mush smiling. They're happy. They're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Wow, what strength coming out from Mushmallow. This is such a fast round here. Already 2-0.
Yeah. And we're seeing Toaster now have to go for something a little bit crazier here with Dash, Beyblades, try to go for those Fukio mixes, but Mush say, nah, I'm prepared. I know how to fight this character. I did not stop the grind, and I know how to keep myself safe.
Yeah, bringing out the beach ball. Haven't seen that too much, of course, but finds a counter hit there on Odd Toaster's end. Let's see if we're able to keep Mush in the corner, because that's been kind of the hard thing throughout this whole set. All right, we're right back to mid-screen.
I like that up dolphin. Just get out of the corner, keeps yourself safe. It does make it Toaster's turn, but they are having to go for so many aggressive options right here at that high blood end.
Oh, it was a little risky. Yeah, I think Mush is like, all right, I can punish the recovery of Beyblade. No. 5K covering it.
You thought.
You thought?
You thought. But there we go. Counter hit Beyblade, or counter Fukio Beyblade specifically working out. Toaster looking like a version of their former self here, but a counter hit Dolphin gonna connect. Goes low. Back recovery.
Great confirm as well, too. Oh, but did not get the 6H, a little bit too slow on it, which means Mush is going to burst you right back in the corner, forcing Odd Toaster to White Wall Assault. Holding down the fort, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do right here. Try to go for 2H, or J2H, but didn't connect. So now stagger, but just get back thrown right there. The reason that 6H didn't connect was the blood level was not high enough.
Oh, it's true, because the range, right?
Yep, because of the
That's
range
right.
is reduced, and you
Good
have,
call,
to be on level 2 blood.
That's right. Good call. All right, well, there we go. One on the board for Odd Toaster, and we're kind of starting off the same way. Just go a little bit crazy. You know what? We can't be too patient. We have to make something happen.
That's what you have to do. Like, you saw them playing, like, very respectful, but Mush is just, like, so willing to just play, like, do your thing, and I'm going to deal with it. But if you're just going for, like, these crazy things that you cannot react to, it's going to give you a lot of advantage right here. Slash series out, keep that blood gauge a little bit safer, but it's going to be ticking back up as you're taking this combo.
Yeah, I think Toaster's going to take this combo. This one on burst is probably too early, especially it's hard to burst made combos because how high they go, right?
Go stagger sets right now.
So scary, yeah. And that's the thing about, like, that change to making Beyblade a low, right? It's hard to now walk back.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that, you know, I think players are more than well prepared for right here. And the pressure go, Orange Wild Assault to keep the corner.
Oh.
Good backdash. Toaster right there, and a good blood-sucking universe as well.
Looking all great on Toaster. Maybe amounting to now 2-2 apiece. If he can keep it up. And there it is, finds the counter hit, and that will be it. Wow, and just like that, we're even.
Yeah. Toaster not going out without a fight, not allowing Mush to sweep them 3-0.
He's saying that he was tapping into a past self, right? But
Yep.
he's looked in the mirror, and all he sees is his reflection.
Yes.
He is him.
All right. Right now, Toaster is doing a very good job. Counter hit close slash going to be the big party starter that they're looking for right here.
Check out the damage to the boot. Yeah, what incredible lead. This is the first huge lead I've seen from Odd Toaster, and we're going to keep it up.
Yeah, and that health is chipping out so much. You're seeing it like all the way go down to one touch. Juice box is full, and it's a great pop right there to punish the Totsugeki.
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah.
say like it's so difficult when you have that much health and not a real lot of tension to keep yourself covered. All right, Odd Toaster finishing on game point. Let's see if Muse can somehow turn this around. They had such a great opening, but Odd Toaster adapting on the fly over and over again. But early big spend, but no punish. That's so sad to see. You hate to see it.
Yeah, was not ready for it in that corner situation, and Toaster now going to take advantage of that, being able to basically get this free series right here for after the post-pop situation, confirm into the super, get the wall break, and get some good old Schmokey's Deme right here.
Yeah, the slice and dice. Fukia forward. There it is. Nice call on the Bloodsucking Universe. There's a chance for Fusion. There's no burst on Toaster's side.
Yeah. Not able to kill it just yet with a counter hit. Far slash.
That's going to be it. To the wall spot.
No!
Oh! Hold on. Chansu?
Yeah, Toaster was forced into the far slash series.
The whole crowd letting out his side there at the end there. Bringing out their tab dust. Haven't seen that the whole entire set, so great time to pull it out when it did matter. Odd Toaster brings it all the way back, and we'll be moving on through our Guilty Gear Strive bracket.
Yeah. Gonna be sitting comfy in that loser's semifinal spot, waiting to fight the winner of Boat versus Chad.
He's back. Toaster's back.
They're back.
Sim's
are
back.
Sim's
It's
back.
a reunion. The reunion is now.
But it's not the same. This family reunion is not the same. Things have changed. Sim is not
You've
unhappy.
changed.
Sim is not on Happy Chaos. That is, I think, a big difference because you saw a lot of what that matchup was like way back in the day. It was season 2 Happy Chaos, right?
Right.
The Boogeyman versus Nago, the other Boogeyman. And those players were just constantly going back and forth against each other. In this version, especially with it being ABBA versus Nago, I don't know how it'll go if those.
Yeah, this is something I think we're all going to be getting experience from, not only from a visual standpoint, but just a player standpoint, right? And so, of course, you have the blood gauge versus the jealousy gauge. Let's see who's father. Is blood thicker than jealousy? We'll find out.
We'll have to find out. Maybe. We don't even know. That match might not even happen. We can see both these players. Can we see both these players? No, we.
Yeah, we're kind of counting our eggs a little bit too soon, right?
Yeah. Because we've got some more important matches to happen first. We've got another one of the Kisuke's coming out on deck.
Yes.
Fighting against the one-armed samurai herself.
Right. Boat versus Chad draws things. The TOs are duking it out.
Yeah, the TO battle. Rigged so that we can't have more of those.
They seeded this to make this happen.
They seeded to make this happen because they want more yachts, more of their golden TO yachts to be putting into their big stacked bank accounts. Hashtag big TO.
Hashtag agenda. But guys, definitely, if you're in the venue right now, definitely check out the Artist Alley on the side. Give some love to everybody. We, of course, we got a lot of art, but also got Granola here, right? Granola bringing out the hitboxes.
Yeah.
I've been seeing their stuff. Great product as well.
I can see them right here. I'm dead eyeing them, looking at them, being like, "Do I need another hitbox? Do I need another hitbox? I might.
It's not need. It's a want. Do you want?
Well, here's the thing: is I do. I kind of want another, but I might need a Granola hitbox.
Might need it. Definitely might need it. Definitely go check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Check out the booths. I need some more Guilty Gear Strive action in me here at Fight Kingdom 2024. Thank you guys for just chilling in the crowd. We're winding down today of our Saturday of the tournament. Of course, stay tuned tomorrow, Sunday, for the finals. Of course, we are now in the finals for Guilty Gear Strive. Let's get to it. Jad draws things versus Boat.
Well, also hold. This I believe is a button check.
Okay. Button check. Okay.
Yep.
Always check those buttons. Make sure they work, right?
Yeah.
They're functional.
Well, I always recommend that you button check on a setup that you're just sitting down on to get used to the input lag, because every setup input lag is a little different.
There is unfortunately some inconsistency no matter where you go. People try their best. I'm going to give credit to the production team, right? They try their best to make sure. Right?
It's nothing on the production team. It is just hardware will have minute differences.
It's just the nature of it.
It is just the nature of how hardware works. So we'll have to see, how it's fully adjusted. And are these players used to being able to deal with this? And both these players are well seasoned on playing on a wide variety of setups and whatnot. What can happen here? Chad, locking in with the Kai as well.
Yeah, change your character, right?
I like it. You know, it's because you want to play a little bit more defensively versus the Viking, right? You want them to be on the aggression. You don't necessarily want to be on the aggression versus the character from the parry, and you're already seeing it playing at that right spacing that Chad wants to be at.
Of course, you have the range to kind of compete with Vikings, right? Viking has a little bit more slower buttons, but it makes it harder to whiff punish Kai in a state, right? Oh my God!
You saw it. Oh my.
Oh my God! Chad, he ain't playing no games.
Yeah. Chad showing that he can play as well as draw here in the.
He can do it all.
Millennium Man right here. You're already seeing, playing very patient, trying to bait out some of these larger options from Boat, and now just saying very committed to going for the Fireball game. But the JH not going to connect. Boat not able to find the big confirm though, but they will find the throw tether.
And this is what you want. Yeah, getting that set play like we talked about earlier, Tabby. Try to jump out, but got clipped. Make Chad draw thing to force the burst out of him. No matter what character, we're still seeing that patient play style, right? That walk back and forth, that fighting game fundamentals.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing that's led them to this much success so far, but these DPs will also work while you're tethered close. Nice 2P, and finds the good confirm, trying to bait the burst out as well multiple times, but the super will connect. That jump is not safe.
One of the coolest supers in the game on you.
It's sick. It's pretty godlike.
Hey, wait for an overextension. Both of these players really want to see who's going to commit something, but speaking committal, or get the burst out of your boat.
Yeah, and you're, especially with Viking as well, because you try to find situations even like that, just 6P confirm, but you're always trying to hit these parries. You're trying to find these lines into the tatamis, get these constant mixes. Right now, you're just finding the guns.
Woo! The extension with the blicky. Oh my God! Oh, check out the damage there. Gonna get the knockdown as well. Not a hard knockdown, but a good enough one that it is.
Yeah. And immediately pops into Dragon Install while you're full screen, while you're safe. This actually could be a big turner, right? Going to give you access to a lot more platforms, a lot of new routes. We'll see if Chad has this. Can you bring it coast to coast? Nope. HCSC going to connect into the throw. RC.
Yeah, looking so good for Chad to make this comeback potentially. Gold burst on the other side, too.
Yeah, going to be getting that positive bonus for it. Foudre Arc staying plus. Chad looking crazy right here.
Oh my God!
Connect. Wasn't ready.
Yeah, I've been trying to pull out the backdash BRCs all day long, pull out all shenanigans, and the Dragon install working out. Look how devious is in that face. He ain't innocent.
He's not innocent. He brought out the Dragon install in the top 8, showing that they even have the combos. They're even ready for it. They have the pressure. They know.
He loves Dragon install, honestly.
Well, I mean, who doesn't? Go.
Hey, you're stuck in here with me, but 6P is going to get me out of there.
Good confirm into the stun dipper right there. Just trying to get all the damage where they can. Ooh, a late press right there. So Boat going to get punished off that stun edge. And now Chad continue the pressure going low this time.
Nice JP check. There we go. Boat fighting her way back out of the corner. Going to get the knockdown meaty and a block on the overhead, but he can't block forever, it seems.
More good JD. Oh, tried to bait a burst that wasn't there just yet, but instead Wild Assault going to allow them to keep the pressure close. Staggering right there, trying to force them to disrespect the throw. Go sets once more, trying to get them to bait something up, but Boat not having a boat. Then Boat will get DP'd right here.
It was good on Boat there. She did not bite in a lot of that stagger pressure, but the DP sealing the deal there.
Oh, we're seeing these late Kabari attempts right there from Boat, but they're just getting punished by the stun edge, hitting super.
That's gonna hurt, right? You think all right, I thought I made the right call, but the only one making the right call right here is Chad Drawstain. Goes for the sacred edge to jump in, catches the backdash.
Yeah, caught up with the JD, wasn't at the max range of that 5H to be able to fully connect. So Boat able to get out, find a good super confirm right here to break the wall as well. Now we'll get their own positive bonus, their own hard knockdown here. Yeah, just blocking to keep it safe, but we'll get opened up overhead.
Yeah, bursting at the last possible second here. Now, yeah, spend half his meter just to get the stun dipper. Spend all of it. And there's no meter. Off the table.
With DP.
My God! What are you doing? Oh, caution to the wind coming up from Chad's side.
Yeah, you're in a very dangerous situation. Both of you are literally one touch away. It is anyone's game here. JS connects into.
Oh my God.
JS connecting into the Ozansa. They're getting the one last mix, and Boat opting to go for the low right there was so on point for them.
So many shenanigans coming out there. But Chad still resilient to keep pushing through. And now we're going back to the zoning territory, right? We haven't seen that too much in
Yeah.
the set, and finds an opening right there. Just wait for a little bit to make sure we get the confirm on the right height. Knockdown, staggers one more time, and calls out the jump H.
Oh, DP not going to be able to kill just yet. Wild Assault wasn't going to be able to connect at that height right there, so Chad's got to make something happen right now. Boat lands the throw into the counter hit low right there. Chad was looking for something. Right now, Fireball's going to be coming back out, and we'll clip Boat at the very end.
Yeah, pretty non-committal game plan there at the end. Had a full stick of butter, too, just in case, like, all right, if you come in, you might get clipped on my stun dipper.
Yeah, sure did have a full stick of butter to drag it installed twice.
Right. True.
Here we go, Wild Assault keeping it close right there. Bo gets a nice up back, trying to not have to hold that pressure, and will parry the timing on that JS right there. It's pretty auto-timed if you want to stay it safe, and so is that DP. Going to be auto-timed with some automatic damage here, some non-automatic combos.
He gets the jump in this time, calls out the DP with the throw, and also an overhead. What a round from Boat!
Yeah, Boat keeping the pressure. The dominance getting a near perfect.
She's down, but she's not out.
No. All right, yeah, bursts out of the pressure sequence as well, not having to hold all the corner carry. Now just staying very cautious, doesn't want to have to hold any of that 6P whiffs, but no big punish.
Yeah, so close. She's just inching her way forward. Trying to look for that 2S, look for a counter hit somehow, but it's so hard. Yeah, this zoning is working a lot more out there for Chad, and finds a stun dipper. We saw it last time. We're going to see it again.
Yeah, finding the Fujar boost in there. Get the knock down across the wall, and we'll wait for the jump, see what Chad was committing to, then punish him with the air throw. Find a big hit as well. Chad forced to burst out.
Okay, there is the JS, and of course, burst coming here very soon, but yeah, I think you're just going to hold that, right?
Yeah, you have to hold it, save it for the next round. You could try to hero burst, you could try to make something happen, but Chad right now, looking confident. Here, match point.
Confidence is the name of the game as we're getting some jump-ins, but the parry will turn things all around, but another DP.
There we go. Burst is going to get baited at that full screen, and now just keeping the charge stun pressure up, just trying to find these big opportunities to get it. Far slash connecting into Ride the Lightning. Gonna get the wall break as well, because it will confirm at any side of the screen, basically.
Here comes the walk up, catches the back dash, but not the fully one, but we pick it up with the throw. There it is. Chad will be taking it.
Yeah.
Pretty convincingly, too.
Yeah.
But I give my flowers to Boat. She tried her heart out today for sure, right?
I mean, she played very, very well, right? Like, there's nothing that we can't say about that, making it into the 5th place spot, into our top 8. But Chad is just one who plays so confidently in the, like, aggressive defensive seat, if that makes sense.
I definitely agree. We saw a lot of, like, a mix-up between, all right, I'm going to find these clean jump-ins with these JS, and if I don't, I can slow the whole tempo down with these fireballs, right? And that worked out so well in the later half of the set.
Yeah, and we saw it like in a couple of those games where Chad was like, okay, I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to try to change the tempo up. Boat was then winning those games. As soon as Chad put the aggression on, Boat was in a very comfortable spot. So Chad just decided basically halfway through game 2 being like, okay, I'm never going to confront you unless it's going to be at an advantageous situation for me.
I think that just shows the strength of Boat, right? She's so good at playing that CQC. Of course, you have to keep in mind of like the parry and whatnot. We should come out a couple of times, but not as much you might think. But she only pulls it when she's absolutely sure.
Yeah, and it's something that you just have to be. It's definitely something you only want to pull out when you're sure. Because there was the one time where she pulled it out where she wasn't sure and got blown up for it.
Most definitely.
But like we blow up this graphic right here to show our top 8. So our next match will be Ruka versus Sim. Our winners finals. I mean, Odd Toaster versus Chad draws things on the loser semis portion.
Yes, coming down to the wire of our later half of our top 8. And, of course, on the line is a trophy. We'll be right back. We'll take a little bit of break. Maybe you want to take one of these home. We'll see who gets a chance to hold this. We'll be right back, guys.
Japan, Brazil, USA, China, USSR, India, Spain, Thailand, America.
And welcome back to Fight Kingdom 2024 for our Guilty Gear Strive Top 8. We're going into the later half. And once again, I am for Shaw, your Seattle staple. And of course, we got next to me, she is Love, she is Mix, Tabby.
Thank you for Shaw. Here for some wonderful action in the latter half of our top 8 bracket. We got our players sitting down right here, but we can take a quick look at this little graphic that we got right here. Wonderful production here over at Fight Kingdom. Ruka versus Sim in the winners finals. Odd Toaster with the bonus round sponsor tag versus Chad draws things there in the losers semis finals.
Right. And of course, yeah, looking at how it's kind of all come down to this, we started off with Ruka, right? Ruka and Boat. Ruka taking a very close game with Boat. Boat had to go down, unfortunately, meet their end against a 3-0 with Chad draws things. But now, winners finals, Ruka and Sim. Now, we talked about it earlier, Tabby. This is a comeback tournament here for Sim, right?
Yes, at least within the PNW, this is their homecoming event. This is them, finding their seat back here at the upper echelon portion of the bracket, and showing a lot of success with the ABBA, right? It's definitely, I think they took a bit of a break, focusing. I know a lot of Street Fighter 6 originally, they were playing a good amount of that when that was coming out, but being like footsies, nah.
We Donzai all day, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, playing the ABBA, of course, having some great success with the matter. And sometimes it just takes a new character. It takes a new love in the game to bring you right back. I think a lot of people are going through that, especially in Season 3, on the cusp of coming into Season 4. And I think a lot of people are feeling that with Slayer. He looks just so damn cool, right?
I can't wait. I'm normally less than enthusiastic about English dubs for
But made a believer out
fighting
of you.
games.
Woo! One of the best dubs. Yeah, for sure.
Woo! This Slayer.
Talk to me more.
Talk to me.
Let's talk about this next match coming up here. Ruka versus Sim. Let's get to it. Winners finals of your Guilty Gear Strive bracket.
And this is going to be interesting because sort of the opposite that we've been talking about. Ruka, both that we had was two very defensive players.
Sure.
Huge Sim, two very aggressive players. This is now that defense versus that offense. And normally you think, the defense player going to be able to play reactive. This is Chip. If you make one wrong mistake versus a character who's low damage like Milia, you're already in a bad situation. But you are playing against a character who can be such high damage, and you're already seeing that early on, forcing Ruka to now, for the first time in this tournament, be using these reflect shields to try to keep themselves safe. But Sim is not going to have it, going to get the entrance reach. And the super confirmed. I lied. I'm sorry.
Wow, Ruka had good foresight of mind to realize it did not connect and run right back in. I was about to say, talking about chances here, Ruka doesn't have that many, especially how much damage has been dealt out from Sim. And speaking of which, yeah, you got to burst.
Staggering out right now. Just keep it safe with the RRC right there. Go for the optimals. Keep that practice consistent. And Sim, she's ready. She knows. She's like, yeah, I got this.
She's in there. She is in there. She came to play.
Yep. She came to play, and she came to kill right now. But Ruka not going to be able to let them have it. Gets a throw set. Going to go for a low into the Gamma Blade. Now just staggering out. Trying to force them to bait something out. The throw once again working out great.
I think it's so difficult for Abbott to deal with staggers, especially when you're not in Moria mode, right? You can't make any sudden movements. That key is heavy. She even moves like it, right?
Yeah, and right now Ruka using that as a key to success, not allowing them to get out of the situations, but as soon as they're spaced out, Sim finds the opportunity to transform, but it's not going to work out. Ruka got jealous, saying, hey, I want more damage on you. I want these confirmed, and I want a perfect.
It may look like 2 versus 1, but right now, Ruka is an army of 1, looking pretty good, evening up the round count.
Right now, you can see Sim, I think, trying to bait out a transformation on Ruka to get them to punish it, but Ruka not having it right here, just staying very cautious with these far slashes, with these 5Hs, and these 5Ks.
So close, waiting for an overextension, but Sim catches on there, getting the counter hit right in Moria mode, which means we're going to make this all the way up, and we're going to go right into the overdrive, and that is going to be very close.
Yeah, not dead just yet. Going to get scaled out a little bit towards the end, but you need to make something happen. Gold versus block.
BRC back just to make sure you get some space right outside of that 5H range. Now you have to be very careful. Don't want to give away your cards too soon, but there is a PRC. It's so unfortunate. I feel like Ruka had it, right?
Yeah, Ruka was saying very confident. I think a big thing is they saw that negative penalty flash come up, and they were very scared of getting negative penaltied. Because not only are you negative penalty is not a great thing to be in general, but chip negative penalty?
Yeah.
I'm pulling my collar right now.
Could be me, right? But
yeah.
you make a good point, right? Guilty Gear in general, Strive is one that you definitely have to keep up a slight forward movement, some aggression to make sure you don't get in that state too. So you have to be very proactive with your opponent.
But that forward aggression is what cost Ruka that last round. So let's see how they can adapt right now in here. And you're already seeing them try to once again play that very, very defensive way. Sim trying to find their opportunity out. 2K connecting as well, but no transform just yet. RRC keeps it to be Ruka's turn.
Yeah, I'm liking the wait too. Like Ruka's trying to scout anything out, but Sim is holding steadfast in this corner, but the overhead does open you up. Go down with the jump, JD.
Yeah, the J2K doing clutch work right there, opening up Sim, revealing all their secrets. Right now, Sim, though, finding a good confirm, going to use the RRC to get an install right here, and now keep this combo up and keep the pressure. Ruka forced to burst here.
Yeah, I like the escape option, using the Alpha Blade to go PRC. One of the things that Ruka loves to do to make sure we get the screen space back. And they are in the driver's seat, in control, getting the plus frames with the clone. Overhead one more time.
Yeah, good blocks from Sim, though, recognizing J2K this time. But now PRC, this is so scary. Staying out of it, but a throw going to connect once again for Ruka.
Yeah, I was putting a lot of respect in those jump JKs, right? But sometimes you can't over-respect things. You have to find a way out.
Yep, and nice. You see that, like Sim just expecting them to go for the stagger pressure, so immediately FPing, but Ruka tossed them out once again, and Ruka just not allowing them any opportunity to try to even go into an install right here. And you're seeing that as soon as Sim lands one hit, they're now realizing, okay, I have to go for it, and I have to go for this DP punish while I have the meter on deck. Couldn't finish their plate, though.
Yeah, that means that Sim has to go out of Amoria mode, and okay, but she does get a simple pick up there, go right back into it, and then Donze in the second half catching Ruka, and that is going to be it.
Confirming with the super as well to guarantee the round of closure. Sim tying up this round.
Man, what a chunky super. Just feel it. Feel all that rage, all that aggression, all that jealousy coming all out.
Yeah, I can definitely feel it in my soul here at the commentator's desk. I can only imagine how Ruka feels getting hit by it. But now we're seeing them play very cautious right now, doing some good old-fashioned dash blocking. Very, very classic mix. But a nice check on the Gamma Blade right there. Not going to give Ruka the plus frames that they are looking for. But Ruka will find the overhead that they have been looking for this whole time.
Yeah, of course, a lot more deadly when you have meter behind it, too. Gotta get the Wild Assault to make sure we get a hard knockdown here to hopefully we finish the job. The Flex Shield doing a good job of it.
Good dash after that. Right now, Ruka like willing to just patience off, but Sim trying to make something happen. Unfortunately, not going to work out just yet. Wild Assault going to give him the hard knockdown. Got one more shot at victory. Let's see what will happen.
And the Alpha Blade, too. Like, I can only imagine maybe Sim watched the earlier matches, like, all right, you might go for a command grab. No. Right? Very similar animation, but very different in terms of its use.
Yeah, it's the hard thing to react to, and that's, I think, like a big part of, Chip's core game plan of how they're going to like fully excel.
Hey, I'm seeing the defense. I was going to give you some credit there, Ruka. You're blocking the overhead, but then as soon as that, you get open right back up. And this is looking like a Sim round if ever saw it.
Yep, and then going for the no transformation into the transformation super, get that full set of jealousy gauge, because even if that overhead didn't kill, it's still going to be my time to shine. Them.
You can see how many mistakes Ruka can only make before it just spirals out of control.
Yep. That was a weird graphical glitch that happened right there, but we're not going to talk about it because Ruka just bursted out right there. Sim finding a good confirm as well, gets the install, but Ruka using that Beta Blade to get out of right there. And oh no. Oh no.
As soon as she got the gold burst, she knew it was playtime. She knew she had to go in the Mori mode, and she knew she had to take another game off of Ruka.
Yeah, you just cannot make any mistake in this matchup as the chip player, right? Because the first hit is going to put them into the Moria mode. Then the second hit is you're dead. After like a scary mix-up.
It's a two-step plan, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to take our time here. Get a little bit of sip of water.
Yeah, stay hydrated, folks.
How can we avoid these situations, right? And we've been seeing that, like, Sim, throughout the match, starting to pull that command dash, right? Which does have some upper body invincibility, and she has that parry. Hasn't really had much use to use the parry in it as well, but been really good about what we talked about earlier. Recycling into jealousy mode after getting a wall splat here, making sure that everything ends up being copacetic.
Yeah, it's a very, very difficult. Very difficult.
No, I would.
And I don't know the right answers.
like, no matter how good of a player you are, this is a hard match to fight, especially when you have somebody just run at you with a giant middle key.
And this is the thing that we saw Ruka trying to prevent a lot early on, is just finding that full screen back off and then Sim immediately popping into that the Moria mode right there. And we saw Ruka be able to like play a little bit more advantageous for it, maybe making Sim want to change that game plan. But instead right now, these far slashes into the super confirm right there. He's just gonna keep it classic.
And that's the difference, right? Is it's like if you're able to kind of win this first early neutral interactions to put Sim in low jealousy mode, as I say that, get some jealousy back in it. Maybe waiting for a wake up DP? Can't say.
Yeah, I'm not entirely too certain, but we'll have to see what happens right now. Sim trying to use that key, Periclesius himself, to make something happen right now, but a good 5P check, not going to be able to get a full confirm. Sim, though, will find an opportunity to transform. Gold Burst connecting from Ruka, though.
Hey, gonna use the super there. Gets clipped by it too, which means allows Sim to get the cross up and turn the whole thing around on its head. And that's gonna be it. Sim gonna be taking that round. Ooh.
Wait, was that the slash? It doesn't
Oh,
matter
yeah,
right there. It happens.
Sometimes, we press all the buttons.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to find the right button to lead to victory. Right now, Ruka using that 2K and that throw button to false effect, and we're going to see it continue the pressure right now. Grabs once again. Sim has to go for something maybe a little bit more aggressive than a challenge, try to get out of that. And Goldverse is honestly not that bad of an answer, but a good 5H right there. Going to connect.
Yeah, speaking of answers, I'm loving the game plan we're seeing right now here. We've been seeing the rinse and repeat with the clone earlier, the lockdown Sim, and now we got the hard knockdown. We've been going for those a lot to make sure that we seal the deal on this win potentially, but there is an overhead with a PRC behind it, and that is going to be it.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate for Ruka. Actually, them being able to go out of the transformation, have that brief little screen freeze to see exactly what that mix-up was going to be right there. So we'll have to see, hopefully that situation doesn't happen again if you're on Team Ruka. But right now, Team Sim looking very confident to get into the jealousy install. But that super is exactly what you're looking for right there.
I like what Sim tried to go for earlier, was trying to, like, all right, I find a way to kind of mash out of the situation, but you mash and burst a little bit too hard. Ruka going to take that from you, and of course you're going to get the wall splat, go right into the overdrive. One more chance for Sim here on this game.
Yeah, using all that health to your advantage, all that gut scaling to your advantage, trying to make something happen.
Freeze!
Yeah, kept them safe. YRC to just get out of any of those situations right now, but you need these hits to build up so you can even get back into the install. And Ruka just sits full screen out of grip of health, and a far slash to close out that round, tied up 2-2.
Yeah, so hard to react to. Like a Sim just coming down with that far slash 2. Now even up. It's exactly what you kind of expect from two high caliber players here in the PNW.
We'll have to see, what the adjustments are. We see Sim, changing the tunes right now. Got to get the new theme song going.
Music counter pick, it matters, right?
Yeah, it does, especially. Sometimes you gotta, you gotta select the worst song in the game and then play that song on your headphones so you don't even hear it.
I gotta get through this match so I can switch my song, right?
Shout out to Tickle Me More.
But shout out to Sim getting the first early hit, which means you go right into Moria mode here. Now, nope, I like the backdashes too, just kind of bait out a little more things to make sure she gets another hit in tow.
RC has to go out of the install, finds a big counter hit though, will build that gauge up a ton right here. Not going to have the meter because of the tension pulse, but we'll use that wild assault to guarantee the knockdown. Now going to get a saucy mix right here, but Chip's backdash out of it, but we'll get hit immediately afterwards. Yeah,
the jump S, it just has a fantastic hitbox too. Really hard to contest, especially on Chip's side. These overheads, I feel like either like Sim is okay with just taking these, not or just maybe not being active too much in defense.
Yeah, the thing is on counter hit is where they're scary, right?
And or with meter too, right?
And we only saw it come up once, like literally just right there, where the counter hit and the meter happened in those situations. Normally they just be coming where the damage gets chipped out a little bit, but Sim, they're finding the big confirms that they're looking for, taking it coast to coast.
And now Sim seeing red, seeing that health bar go down, but the check on the 5P anti-air, the overhead this time. Great defense coming out from Sim, going to be changed right back into more mid-pressure.
Yeah, that happens a lot. We've seen it a lot, and even in this game right here, good throw right there. No gauge build-up just yet, but we'll find these early hits that they need to get into it. Reflect Shield is baited. Long have we awaited for this super confirm right here, and Sim will close it out to move on to grand finals on the winner's side.
Wow, what a great game coming out from both players too. Like you talked about, like Sim just like waited patiently. Ruka just got a little bit too antsy there on the deflect shield.
Yeah, we saw it work so much again and again and again throughout that set, but Sim finally found the exact right timing that they needed to punish it and penalize it, and it worked out great. It was literally the key to success.
Ah, I see what you did there. Well, yeah, one of the best options can sometimes come back to bite you, too. We're seeing Sim catch on there at the very end. But, guys, catch some more action here at Fight Kingdom 2024. Of course, we'll be holding it down for you on the comms here for some more matches. Dipping down into the losers here, of course. Got Mush Mallow, Odd Toaster. Don't forget about Boat and Chad draws things.
You don't have Mush.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah. Mush has been long gone.
Look, I looked at the bracket before me. Thanks for correcting me. Odd
Yeah,
Toaster, of course, in loser semifinals. So, of course, Boat and Chad draws things there. Gonna get the correction on there.
No,
we'll see.
Toaster versus Chad is our losers.
Oh, did we not get refresh in there?
This is not accurate. You
Ah,
look at the
okay.
screen
I
right
look
in
at the
front
wrong
of
screen.
you. Kids these days not looking at the right screen.
Kids these days, I'm older than you.
Yeah, Oh.
I need new glasses, apparently.
You need the Apple Vision Pro Quests,
Yeah.
whatever they're called. You know.
Don't worry, Pops. Run us through your room. Guys, we had a lot of fun here, of course, checking out the trophy right here. One of the more unique trophies you can kind of get. You hold it up high and proud.
Champion? The winner?
The
gets
champion?
The champion? Clean.
Only one gets to hold it. Guys, sit tight here for some more Guilty Gear Strive action.
Yeah, we got our players sitting down, and we do have Toaster versus Chad. Now, one of two things are going to happen here. Either Toaster's going to win or Chad's going to win. The winner of that has to fight Ruka. And that either is then the Ruka-Chad team kill. Those two players have been playing each other in these games for...
Forever, right? Checks notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've been playing each other in... Yes. But Toaster, theoretically could make that run back that we've been talking about, that I personally want to see, right? That's been my, it's my headcanon.
The comeback king, right?
The comeback king, if it was these players returning in the same bracket and then met each other in grand finals, I would, it would be very funny. It'd be poetic.
We're definitely in the multiverse of madness when it comes to this bracket, right? There's so many storylines that can happen, and I think they're all going to be entertaining, right?
Yep. All of them are going to be entertaining, so we'll have to see exactly which one comes through. The players are going to just go right into it. No button checks needed. The only buttons I need to check are the ones hitting your face.
Exactly. Now, I can only imagine we're going to stick with the Kai in this matchup, right?
Yes.
Which your eagle eyes say. Okay,
Yes,
all right.
I'm using my glasses. These aren't even real glasses.
Computer enhance.
Jarvis, pull it up. Yeah, they're sticking with it. And, yeah, Toaster, they haven't played a character since they switched off of Giovanna 2.5 years ago at this point. But they could always bring it out. Imagine.
That would be insane. I don't think we're going to get it here, though. We're married to the grind set here, especially with Nago. Kai, Nago. We've seen this set quite a few times here. And I'm curious. We talked about a clash of playstyles throughout the whole set here.
Yeah,
That's another clash, too, I feel.
Yeah, these two, this is sort of very different. I was saying earlier, Toaster is an aggressive player, but he is a ludicrous speed player. And you're already seeing it early on, trying to go for these large-scale options, but going to get blown up for that blood gauge almost popping, staying right at exactly 1%. But you see that if you make a mistake like this, Chad's going to be able to gain a lot of advantage because Nago does not have all the tools that other characters do to get through some of this Kai pressure. Nice BRC mix.
God, the mix coming out from Chad here. Yeah, forcing the burst out of Odd Toaster. Looking good so far. Putting out the ruler, putting out the stick. Making sure we control some neutral. Right back into the fireball game, especially with a high blood. There it is. The stun dipper. The scum dipper.
Bringing it out immediately. We saw Toaster try to regain some of the screen control, not allowing anything too crazy. Good IV right at the start of that round, but Toaster still found an early hit and went out keep pressure going in that core, just using these slash normals to try to keep the blood gauge down.
Hey, Wallace, I'll make sure. Yeah, there's those staggers we saw earlier from Chad that been working out pretty well. Finds a counter hit to put it right there and get the extension. Well, check out this combo coming out from Chad Drostings.
Yeah, was ready for it immediately. Toaster still has meter on deck, so we could potentially see a YRC, but I think they want to save that for a PRC or a BRC trying to get out of some of these situations. Chad, though, keeping the pressure in the score, chipping them out. But JH will connect. That's Chad taking game number 1. We can't count them out just yet. We saw the same thing happen with Toaster in the previous match. They were down 0-2, then they reverse OCV.
Yeah, definitely a long con player. I mean, we're seeing that Odd Toaster says, yeah, we ball, but Chad's been dribbling them down the court, put him in the corner, but turns the whole thing around with the back throw.
These IBFDs have been actually super on point for Chad.
Super clutch, yeah.
The right timing that they need, and they're all so difficult to hit consistently.
Guard crush on the air.
Chad had to go for a 5P connect right there because didn't have anything else fast enough. So Toaster actually staying a little safe. Life totals basically even up right here. Wild Assault keeping it close.
2P, right? And
Yeah.
great blocks coming out from Toaster. I got to give it to you, but the tab dust didn't quite believe him, but we get the reset one more time and the OTG just for good measure.
That was spaced out at like, that was like pixel perfect
Right.
to beat up the throw right there. Like Toaster was like, oh, I'm ready. I know exactly what you're going to do. But Chad knew how to space himself out of that block swing pressure. Guarantee that kind of round. Fukyo Beyblade. Gonna connect. Gonna push him over to the corner. That blood gauge is building back up. Tried to PRC, tried to do something to keep himself safe, but Chad gonna get great reward. Now here should be able to kill.
And I like the use of BRC to just make sure we add some hit stun on top of it, make sure we get the guaranteed kill and slow down time for the blood, right? Or for the health.
The combo was also sick. It was just
It
close.
just looks stylish, right?
No, that combo was just close slash dash cancel, close slash dash cancel. Like close
Yeah, keep it
slash
simple.
in the slowdown and then being able to
Chad keeps it simple.
that's kind of
Okay, put the throw down, get the jump into right back in the corner like we saw in so many games, but it's all up to how you play defense here. Reapply the shock state. It's looking so difficult. How long can you block on Toaster? Not long enough.
You can't block forever. Right now, we're seeing a potential one-touch situation in this
Woo!
game. These BRC mixes from Chad have been so clean.
It's kind of like a discount like Tri-Dash, right? Especially with like how you jump forward and use the BRC. So a little bit of shades of that too. It's working out in kind of application.
Man's really said foot dive in
Well,
Guilty
yeah,
Gear Strive.
exactly.
All right, but here we see Toaster making the comeback that they're looking for, finding these big rounds. That blood gauge is popped right now, or almost going to pop right. So no Fukyo at the early stages. The round start has to burn this meter to keep themselves safe. Baits out the blood-sucking universe that's facing and going to be able to find try to find something, but Chad just keeps it calm. Brings it back to the fireball game. Future Arc reconnecting in that shock state.
Yeah, found the gaps there. Back throw for your troubles. Toaster looking pretty good to hopefully get on the board here.
Nice 6P right there, finally finding that option after going for the overhead. Wild Assault bringing him back in, bringing him to the corner, just trying to use these 2Ps to get Toaster to press, but they're not having it right now until they can get into a safe spot.
Yeah, the IBFD so good against Nago, pushing him right back out, but we've seen these throws work out so good for Nago at the PSC one more time. Finds the answer this time. Last time got hit with the 6P, doing good work.
We are just trying to get that blood gauge to go down a little bit. You saw them attempt to Wild Assault, but the fireball hit him right outside of the startup of it, and here we go from Toaster. Don't call it a comeback just yet, but we're up now 1 game here.
Yeah, 1 on the board here. Let's see how it kind of pans out. You know, a lot of success with these back throws, right? Able to pull the fastest button you got to make sure we turn things around. Low slash put in respect. We're seeing a lot more just defense coming out from Chad. Draws things. Unable to get the IBFD, though.
Trying to see it make it happen right now, but Chad almost willing to block all of it. But instead, will be baiting out right here. Just finds the throw right. Doesn't have to be there to get the big combo. We'll get still a grip of damage. Screen freeze gonna work out for them. And immediately just goes back in on all aggression. We'll try to find the wall break right here, but it's gonna pop once again.
Another pop. Yeah, you kind of hate to see it. Yeah, it was so close to victory too, but I think Odd Toaster just played slots, plays casino a little bit too hard.
Yeah. You know, like I said, if Toaster hasn't been like super grinding this version of the game, right? The damage has been decreased a little bit as a whole on these Nago combos from when they were last playing, so it might not be fully used to everything that's going down.
But Chad isn't used to kind of putting on the hurt here with Kai. Once again, going for those 2-piece daggers. Like Odd Toaster takes their turn back in the nick of time.
A Barre far slash right there is pretty confident right there. Chad finding a good opportunity, but a big counter hit JH is what Toaster would need right here.
Yeah, holding lock down the wires, see, trying to push himself right back, jumps right back in, but Odd Toaster holding it down.
Trying to find something, trying to keep that blood gauge from popping right now. Wild Assault connects with a DP, comes up for Chad, able to take their turn back. Wild Assault's back in. Finally, Stagger 2P's gonna work, but the throw attempt not gonna. Toaster taking another round.
Toaster saying you're toast, right? You've been seeing so many of these 2-piece staggers, find the backdash to kind of counterattack the whole scenario, but now Chad putting on the aggression, pedal to the metal.
Yeah, Chad not wanting to give Toaster any kind of momentum because as soon as they get it, we've been seeing in all these games, they make these big comebacks. Wild Assault gonna connect, but a stun dipper punishing the 2S whiff right there. Excellent stuff from Chad, gonna bring him to the corner as well. Force this, YRC out of the cap dust.
Hey, we're standing right outside the far side shrink. Can be kind of difficult depending on the blood here. White Wall Assault to retaliate, but we are retaliating with the Riot, the Lightning!
Yeah, great connection right. They're going to give him the hard knockdown. This is exactly what Chad needs to try to make a checkmate situation here. Toaster doesn't have a lot of blood gauge work. Deflect
Oh
shield
my God.
was such a great call, but Chad was already ready for it with that RC mix afterwards and able to clutch it out. Going to be moving on to fight Ruka in the losers finals.
And that's just evidence, right? Nothing is guaranteed, right? You can deflect shield, but there's also counterplay to that, right? There's just layers upon layers here. Like you said, it's like an onion, right?
Yep, it's like an onion. It's like an ogre.
And how do you slay ogre, right? With confidence.
Confidence.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're looking down here in losers finals. Ruka, Chad draws things. The mentor and the mentoree. The apprentice.
Apprentice, yeah. Say the young and the old, but it's not that big of a age gap.
Yeah, that's true. But we talked about there are a number of storylines. We're going to get one of them right here in losers finals.
Yep.
To see who is going to get the chance to fight Sim in Grands.
Yeah, who can potentially dethrone one of the reigning champs that we had in PNW back in the heyday of Strive?
Yeah, there's two champs in the line here, right?
There's true, yeah.
Yeah, we got, of course, Ruka and Sim, but maybe Chad can make a name for himself here. We'll never know, right? We'll know in time, but it'll be a while, right?
We will know by the end of tonight what these storylines is, how it is written, that is how time works. It's a linear concept, and we should all be terrified of it.
The 1,000-yard stare. We're having fun here at Fight Kingdom 2024. Guys, thanks for just holding it down. First shot tab, you know what it is. More action coming up here very soon.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, talk about loving the venue. Give some love to the artist alley behind you, right? Of course, give some love to Granola as well. Love people just hanging out. Show them some love.
Also, shout-outs to everybody who's volunteering, helping out with this event, making
right.
it work. Shout-outs to the production. Shout-outs to everybody. Shout-outs to Safo.
Yeah, shout out to Zafo for once again help putting this on, making sure that everyone is taken care of. Shout out to you. It's been a while.
Shout-outs to you. Hasn't been a while. Has it?
On comms? Yeah. Reunited. It's been a while.
That one doesn't count? Okay.
But let's take a look at some of our sponsors here. Of course, we do have Neko Dojo, right? Put on by Mustard Back, one of the more prominent Third Strike players here in the PNW. Come on down. Got a selection of arcade along. If you want to get that Third Strike on, get that grind on, definitely check out Neko Dojo.
Yeah,
of course, hard body, right? Got the apparel, got the merch going on. Once again for this year, you know what the slogan is? Pull up, never out. So check it out at hardbodyltd.com.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff through both those. I've been meaning to check out Neko Dojo. It's just one of those like finding the right time. Me coming up from coming from down south, coming from NorCal.
From NorCal, I was just gonna say it. Took the words right out of my mouth. If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, clearly none of you up here know. Yeah, players are now getting sat down, just figuring out and finalizing everything, making sure everything's all A-OK.
We want to make sure we have a good, clean fight, right? Make sure everything's optimized.
Get your stretches in right now.
And, the boys are talking it out, right? I'm not sure what they're talking about, but, that's just – they've been friends for so long, right? You're going to see a lot of that come out, I think, in the gameplay as well.
Yeah, this is like – you're going to see Chip versus Kai, right? That's like almost guaranteed what this match is going to be. But more than that, red tag in the back as well. Now bringing him aside.
Are we getting the huddle? Hold on.
What? We getting notes?
Getting notes? Also, shouts to Davo.
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody hate Davo?
Everybody.
I love Davo.
Well, there's things to hate about Davo, but everybody loves Davo. Shoutouts to Devin, to Rachel, our goat.
Yeah, the goat.
Our goat.
Shouts to all the TOs, right?
Woo! Let's go TOs. Yeah, just getting up. Looks like we are just getting some things resolved, getting some things all fixed up and all good. Yeah, making it clean and comfortable. So, okay.
He's never off the clock, right?
Never off the clock. No, you never are. Never are. You have to wear put on your Stream Runner hat, your TO pants, and then your competitor shirt. You need all of those. But also shoes and socks.
Can't forget about those, right?
Those don't have any role. Those are just more like, you won't get service.
Is that his drawing shoes?
Drawing shoes.
Come on. He wears many.
This is a drawing coat.
Coat? Okay.
Drawing coat. Because sometimes you got to take it off. Sometimes it can't be all work. Sometimes you got to play.
course, we're having a fun time here at Fight Kingdom, everybody. This is a family reunion, of course, of sorts between old and new.
Yeah.
Love everybody to have here together, especially in the crowd. It's kind of chilling with us at the very end of today on Saturday. But, if you want to get some more games, definitely get those casuals in, whether it be on console, on cab, or, like you said, Marvel 2 don't stop. Marvel 2 will be in the lobby.
Marvel 2 is going to go on for a million years.
It'll go
just
until
at
next
this
year.
point. Yeah. The venue's 24 hours. Doesn't mean we had to, we can just sleep in the lobby. It'll be fine. Out of the corner, I can see the super turbo cabs that are happening for the bracket over there out of the corner. But I just saw somebody getting claw mixed.
Oh.
And I'm just like,
bless them.
that is a thing people are doing for money.
Well, send a prayer out for the Losers Finals coming here very soon. 'Cause
Same.
only one can move on between Ruka and Chad draws things.
Only one can move on. Chad, doing his best Final Fantasy X impersonation, decided to pick Sin instead of Kai.
Isn't it a villain?
Sin's like the greater entity of it. No, it's not like the direct. The real villain is humanity. Because mankind knew they could not change society, so instead they decided to blame the beasts, and these players are going to blame each other if they lose, because right now we are getting into the thick of it. Early IBFDs coming out for Chad, trying to keep Ruka off of them and try to find a big opening.
Maybe the only higher power here is seeing that Ruka is mashing out of this pressure coming out from Chad. And you can see that there's so much respect in here. I know you guys were friends, but nobody's your friend in bracket. Come on.
Nope. All is fair in love, war, and Fight Kingdom Skill Digger Strive top 8 that we are in right now. Good connection with that far slash right at the tip. And I like that up air attempt, thinking that the Leaf Grab was going to penalize it, but Ruka was already prepared to switch over to these Alpha Blades. Chad not having it.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get much more off that DP, especially with what we had in the stamina gauge too. But oh my God, here comes Ruka from downtown. Gonna put up the overdrive too. Just I think a sliver of damage left. Yes, we do.
Yeah. Sin being a healthy boy, he eats his meat. Eats the sugar water. Gonna stay with that higher health, higher gust. Trying to use that BRC with that momentum to clip out Ruka, but Ruka not having it, staying low to the ground, catching those air movements to take the first round.
Yeah, pretty equal game. I like the micro walk back just to avoid the far slash there too. Have to respect the plus trains, but didn't respect it too much there. Chad draws things. Gonna get the wall break.
No hard knockdown out of it, so Ruka does find that big opportunity to get the far slash and immediately going to be sent in the back saying, no, I like that part of the stage better. We're going over there.
If I saw a heat map, that's where it would be.
Oh, nice BRC. The nice BRC on reaction to be able to punish that and penalize them for what they were doing. Peterbilt already back up for both these players. A nice BRC grab mix right there. Oh, but a good back dash from Ruka to get out of the K pressure.
And nice DP coming out from Jad Draws things too. Eking the burst right out of Ruka, but Ruka comes right back in with the Alpha Blade into the overdrive. We kind of seen this last time too. Let's see how it kind of pans out.
Yeah, it's been working out great for Ruka right now, right? And once again, was that a deflection attempt that got turned into
a wall assault? Yeah, it messed up their input, right? Yeah, that's a little pretty unfortunate. I like the idea, but working really well for Ruka at the end. They're going one up.
We are going to go back to character select. I think we want same song, but we want a different character. We want Mr. Kisuke himself, not Kisuke boy.
One of the kings.
One of the king, the true king of Illyria.
We need some royalty here. Take down this ninja, the president, right?
Yeah, it's Europe versus this is the Revolutionary War. Back at it again. The president of the United States. Chip is enough. My president.
Duel 1.
Versus the king of Illyria, which is France. So here we go. Pressure right now with these close slashes. He's going to be slowly connecting. Ruka trying to find a big opportunity. But Chad just keeping the dominance right now, saying, hey, you got used to what my Sin was doing, but you got to get used to the Kai. And Ruka goes, okay, I'll do JD and I'll do it again. But it didn't work that time.
Yeah, pretty heavy air-to-air battle coming in as soon as I say that. Unfortunately, didn't get too much off that counter hit, but we keep it on there. And there it is. The Just Defend coming out from Ruka, able to punish the fireball. DP out. Chad not going to take it anymore, but you're still going to take it, that jump in.
Good confirm. Yeah, doesn't want to go for a wall break. Oh
my God. Yeah, gambling one more time here. We're not in Evo yet. We're not in Vegas yet, Chad. Come on.
That's out for a couple more months. We still got this and combo breaker to go through, but this combo won't be broken here as we're going to ride the tiger.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That's what it's called?
I mean, he
Fight-
hit him
fight-
with
no,
the
he-
maximum chip damage, right?
He fights like a tiger. That's what it is. I was trying to remember that. Anyways,
All
keeping
right,
the
well,
pressure going right
We'll
now.
see if Chad can like sing a different tune right here, or will Ruka keep putting on the hurt, finds a counter hit on the 6H.
Now, ooh, great
5P
5P.
side swap? Check that out.
All right, yeah, just super confirm once again. I like that Ruka's been going a lot more for these super confirms. We didn't see it early in the top 8 that they were doing a lot, but as these matches been going further and further, they're spending their meter on that instead of trying to go for any crazy mixes because they know that's not what's going to lead them to victory. What's going to lead them to victory is that more like traditional defensive game that they've been really, really excelling at.
Okay, we're just inching forward here. Doesn't want to overextend, but we will hit him with the Seattle Skedoodle eye control neutral right to the overdrive. Make sure we get some guaranteed damage. Deny the burst.
Here we go.
The burst is going to come out, though.
I like that attempt. Try to use the FD to change up their air timing, but Ruka was just able to stay patient on the ground and find almost the guts kill confirm right there, but not going to have it just yet. Chad still has a little bit of room to breathe right here. Ruka gonna close it out, close the distance, go up 2-0. What are you gonna do, Chad? We're going back to character select. We're bringing out the third character. Bring out
The third character, the mystery
we
third
won't.
character. No, we're going to stay with the tried and true. We're going to stay with the Kai. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from kind of Ruka. He's just like, all right, I get a big lead, and then I start being a lot more less committal because I can do that because I'm chip.
and that's been Ruka's key to success this entire tournament, right? Like every time they've been in that situation, he's been very, very confident that Ruka is going to take that round. Right now, Chad's got to find the opportunity to bring that aggression a little bit closer to them. So far, the defense is what's happening for the players. Good 6P into the RC, going to get the side swap as well, but not able to finish to confirm the DP. Clip that far slash.
Yeah, a lot of big hurt box on the sword normals there. You wouldn't really expect it, but you got to expect. I like the idea, try to backdash out, but it's so damn active. Went for it again to call out the flex shield, and of course, that's going to be it.
Yep. Baiting out the burst as well at the very end. Ruka, even at these end times, knows, hey, you always got to respect the hero burst. Anything could happen.
All right, well, everything's possible here, but you will get clean jumped in one more time. I don't think Chad, unfortunately, having a hard time looking at both spaces, whether it's from the air and the ground here. Looking pretty difficult for Chad right now. Are they going to get a hard knockdown from the super? I mean, what you got? Are we going to bait it all on the gutsy DP like we see Chad do so many times?
Safe jump. We're just seeing safe jump holding the block. They know you can find a big counter hit like this, right? Into the dragon install. Let it out. Card CIC going to get wire seed out right there, so Ruka able to take the return back to the far slash does connect. Going to get the extra hits of damage right here. The extra plus frames on all of these block attempts, but Ruka going to just find a big confirm, find almost the opportunity to kill. Can't close it out just yet, but they will here.
Yeah, bet it all there at the very end after the YRC, but it will be Ruka taking it pretty convincingly there. But shouts to Chad making it that far after pulling like the double shift today.
Yeah, you know, if that other stream didn't have issues, Chad may have been able to take it. We'll never know.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, right?
That's that multiverse, all those alternate timelines, you know.
There's only one in what, 5,347,000?
And we're not in that one because we are in the timeline of getting the repeat run back match of our winners finals. Sim sitting on the winner side with the ABBA and the Periclesius versus Ruka sitting on the bottom, not the bottom, the loser side of this grand finals with the chips enough.
That's right. The last match here of our top here, 8 of Fight Kingdom 2024.
Yeah. Folks, it's been a great show so far. Nothing but fantastic matches through our Strive top 8.
Now the question is, another timeline. Does Sim get the dub here, right? Or does Ruka get the repeat?
Yeah, this is
Fight Kingdom repeat.
This is
there's a lot on the line here, I feel.
There's a lot. It is that, you know, Ruka really aiming to get, this trophy that we have sitting in front of us, sitting next to the other one, looking real pretty like that. Yeah, they will have to, get the bracket reset to get all of that. Sim, though, looking to take that homecoming that I've been, saying, and fully capitalize on staying in that winner's seat through the entire time. But as we saw in their winners finals game, it's a coin toss. I couldn't tell you who's going to win this.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult. Like, Ruka has so much experience playing so many other games, right? And just, probably can weather the storm, but it takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot of stamina, especially playing against a character like ABBA. You have to play so many games against a character that could really just two-touch you, right?
Yeah, especially, like, she two touches most of the cast, right? But it's usually like, no, she like 2.5 touches most of the cast, right? Because it's usually touch into key confirm into key hit 1, key hit 2. Versus Chip, it is touch into key hit confirm into GG's go next.
Into, go for like a cross up potentially off the knockdown or, spend some meteor to keep the pressure going. It's difficult.
Yeah, it is incredibly difficult. And we saw that Ruka, as these games were going on, they were going further. It was these more minor mistakes being made and then getting punished for them. And so if Ruka does get a reset, it may just tire them out.
Yeah, we'll see how it kind of happens here. Coming down to the end of the wire, I'm kind of curious what they're thinking. Do we keep up the same game plan we've been going throughout, or do we have to change up things that we're not used to?
Yeah, we'll have to see players thinking, getting ready. Can we get some noise from the crowd for our Guilty Gear Strive Top 8 Grand Finals happening here?
Come on, everybody. I know you're out there in the crowd. Let's hear some noise.
Thank you, production booth. But here we go. Players getting into it. Ruka locked in. The full gamer hunch over there. They're ready for it.
You got to get locked in, especially when you're in grands, right? Let's get to it. ABBA versus Chip. Oh, there you are, everybody. I hear you now.
No.
Right, let's see how we kind of act here on the first thing. It's all about momentum, like we talked about from the last match here. But a counter hit right off the bat is a good start for Ruka.
And that's a round start we actually haven't seen from Ruka at all this entire top eight so far, right? Like, we're now seeing them play in a very specific way because they know how they lost the last time. They know exactly what they need to do. They need to avoid this exact situation right here. So we're going to start DPing a little bit more. We're going to be a little bit more aggressive. We're going to find these opportunities. If I'm going to lose to a mistake, I'd rather it be my own. Overhead RC going to keep it their turn. PRC will keep it safe. FP's out of the pressure.
And the defense has been starting to build up a little bit more from, like, Sim probably downloaded a lot of that data from the previous set they just played.
Yep. Being able to see how, they're thinking, what their mindset is in the current time. But right now, Ruka's mindset's currently on breaking this wall.
Yeah, okay, good reset there right to the grab. They're going to get right set back into the overhead. It's so difficult because the animations look so similar depending on which mode you're in.
But Ruka keeps the calm right there, finds the super confirm as well at the wall break. She'll get that bonus damage to quickly take the first round.
And now, just backing off this time, not going for anything overzealous like that counter hit we tried to fish for last time. Mixing up at a round start is probably a good way to make sure that we stay in the lead.
Go burst out, sets it up.
Yeah, but now we're seeing like it's all the Sim show here. But she went back right outside of Moria mode, which she has to struggle to get right back in. But the mobility is definitely on Chip Zano's side. Get an RC to keep up the pressure. Tap dust.
And working out. Nice BRC backdash to try to get out of the situation where Ruka just played very, very patient and was waiting for something like that. Oh, he's a BRC mix-up there. Oh, to close that out. Ruka up 1-0.
I can only imagine that's what Chad talked about, where it's like, you know what, man, you should just do this.
Yeah.
It's broken. It's so good, right? It worked out just perfectly there for Ruka, who will be going up one game.
It's unblockable unless you're ready for it. Go. Keep it going. All right, yeah, nice backdash out of that Wild Assault. Not going to give them any advantage off the hit of it. And they try to deflect shield, but it's not going to work out on these grab attempts. But a good backdash right there forces the burst out from Ruka to want to keep them into the corner.
And we're seeing that Sim really cycling through all these defensive options, where it'd be FD, backdash, or deflect shield, but Ruka not going to take any of it except get life. Woo! Okay, I like it. The wall mix coming through.
One more RC, just forcing them to burn all that meter on that FD. Not going to give them any kind of advantage if they could even get out of the situation, but it's not going to happen. Ruka taking another round, looking very, very confident in this Grand Finals.
Okay, but we've seen an early counter hit from Sim, which is something we haven't seen so far in the set, but it's looking pretty good. Yeah, you put so much respect, and look at all the health that's melting away from Chip. The double empty jump into the close hash. And that's a Sim round.
Yep, that's a Sim round, that's an ABBA round, and that's what they're looking to repeat approximately, 5 more times.
Honestly, I like what Ruka did earlier, right? Just put more respect on it. Make sure we deny a Sim with a counter hit, because we're seeing Sim swing so early on these round starts.
Yep, and that's what you got to do. You have to try to swing as much as you can. Good trades out there for Ruka, right? Like, as trades against ABBA are going to be a lot more advantageous, making that gauge burn down over the hits and duration. You have to be very, very careful. Try to find those opportunities to build your own damage up. Overhead going to connect in normal mode, but now we're going to be a little bit jealous that we're not killing this round, so we'll find it actually.
I'm jealous of this damage. I wish my character could do that. Come on.
Well, you too can win a character select if you try to, but a Beta Blade going to connect. And now we give Ruka the corner. Actually, give him the post-wall break situation. Damage over time. Positive bonus up for both players still. But here we go. Going to connect with the PRC even to keep it safe.
Yeah, good stuff from Sima right there, too. We've been seeing, like, she's making such great use of the 236K to, like, even when she's in non-Mori mode, able to inch forward. And also, it low crushes, too, which is pretty difficult, as seen for, like, Sim to deal with. Or for Ruka to deal with, excuse me.
Yeah, and it's something that you're going to be seeing again and again as this match goes on. I think you saw that in the first set that they played, that Sim was really, like, aiming towards that. But it's going to see how Ruka wants to adapt to it. You're already seeing an adaptation onto that Reflect Shield with these 6H confirmed.
Okay, wall break here. Gonna get a safe jump too. They have to hold that. Yep. YRC puts you right back in there, which means we got space. It's go time. It's Moria time. Unless Ruka puts out the stop sign.
Yeah, Ruka putting out the stop sign with those JPs as well. Gonna find a quick confirm.
Like I said, we have a lot of games to play with too. So
well, you have a lot of games to play with, but you don't want to try to play those. The toll that it will take on both these players and allow for more scrambles. And it's just not a situation that you want to be in. Especially as an ABBA, if you're scrambling not in Moria mode, you're going to be in for a bad time.
Yeah, it seems like the longer it goes, this might just benefit, Sim a little bit better.
Big counter hit right here. You're going to see one more touch right here with the cross up. Could be able enough to put you actually one more touch situation.
Okay, go right back into another key grab with some optimal stuff coming out from Sim.
Gold Burst connects it, immediately finds the low seed, has the positive bonus as well to keep it safe. But the pop out of the install gave him the screen freeze to block that mix, but you can't block the tap dust.
I like it. That was such a perfect time to bring out the tap dust too. Usually we see a lot of ABBA players get pretty defensive and will block after the screen freeze because they don't want to get hit. And also, she's kind of locked into it, right?
Yeah. It's it's like the Nago blood pop, right? Like afterwards, it forces them to just sort of hold whatever situation's coming their way, unless you have a button that you can press out of it. But normal mode ABBA usually doesn't have that kind of button. But Moria mode might, but they also have the ability to get counter hit the same.
And this is so huge too. You can deny like ABBA in Moria mode, which means it's going to be a workout because she has to go pop right back in. And now she's stuck in the corner, and she's getting that wall splat going on.
And even if she escapes out of it, she has to work so hard to get back into it. So, and Ruka being actually a very good life lead. But that first hit will be the thing that Sim is looking for now. Should be able to find it, but Ruka closes the distance.
Wow, what a super to make a call out there on Sim's side, but also a gold burst while we are just swinging there.
Reflect Shield not working out again. We've been seeing that Sim has been trying to use it more in this, but it's not like making the big pop that they're looking for. So instead, we're trying to find it here.
Ruka looking so good, going to up right now. Potentially going to reset this bracket. Let's find out.
Big early hit right here. Goes to the Moria mode. It gets the TP punish and the side swap as well with the command dash. This should be a lot.
It's going to be very close. Yeah, just I'll potentially guess for game here on the knockdown. Going to run up. Yeah, it's like I said, it's so hard to contest JS. Such a great jump in button. All right, Sim, showing signs of life there at the very end.
Yeah, needs to keep that kind of pressure up because Ruka is looking at reset point right now once again, and this is the start that you're looking for to not have that happen.
Okay, catching the backdash too. She is just swinging right in. Make sure she sticks to you like glue.
That's right now, keeping the pressure going, but gets hit with the overhead. This time the meter on deck to let that damage add up. Ruka almost looked like they didn't want to break the wall right there, but ended up having to choose to when they saw the damage that was coming through. Nice transformation right there. Finds the overhead trade. Just trying to make another big hit work to close it out tight. 2-2, and this should be it as long as you can keep it tight.
Oh, so very close. Just a pixel of damage there coming out. Ruka, if you make this comeback, yeah, you have to burst out right. You don't want any business from there. So like, very close.
Just finds the big hit right now. Burst back up for Ruka. But yeah, the 2B,
there it is.
The 2B. Well, I was,
finds the bird out. We were already standing up thinking it could end up in a different way, right?
I thought
get really stressful.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's stressed.
I'm sorry for cursing you, Sim. That's on me. I was like, that kills. I'll put him at 1 HP. But here we go. 2-2. Ruka still looking for that reset point, but Sim.
This is for all the beans, potentially.
Taking the headphones off, having to let it rock a little bit. Bringing that water. Stay hydrated, folks. Let's go, water. Let's go, Water!
Let's go, Water!
Let's go, Water! Woo! Even Hark's bringing the water out. You see, we're all staying hydrated here.
H2, you already know here, we potentially either have a reset coming up, or we got some more games to play. Let's see.
I mean, we might have a reset, we might not. This is an exact repeat of our previous game. It's going to go down to the wire. All these rounds have been going to almost a last touch situation. It'll be just no idea. I have no idea what could even happen. But we will find out shortly over the next couple minutes here, letting these intros rock as well.
Yeah, the biggest thing I've been seeing through this matchup is like the great placement of like preemptive buttons coming out on Sim's side, and Ruka trying to use mobility just to adjust himself to look for a whiff punish. It's easier said than done. These players are just high up on the caliber, right? They're pretty like dead even in terms of like competition that you're seeing right here. That's why it's 2-2 apiece on the board. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's see. We're gonna see some early aggression from Sim and a walk back from Ruka. I was almost right. We did not see that walk back from Ruka because they ended up getting flipped overhead right there. Gold burst gonna connect early on, and Sim forces a blue burst early as well to reset that spacing. Finds a transformation with a great Donzai confirm right here.
Wow, Cross didn't really expect that coming out from Sim. Now she is stuck in the corner.
But you're out of it right here. Will be having forced to pop the transformation out mid-combo. Do need one more touch, but a throw will do it right there. Sim now looking tournament point.
Yeah, potentially very close to their side. All right, Ruka, can you pull all the stops? What you got in the bag?
Let's see, early 2K is what they're looking for. Finds the transform, and now you have to hold all these guard crushes, so we'll DP out, not having to hold any of that.
And there is an overhead. Yeah, we're willing to take that, but we are going to put it right back into the corner. Another great mash shot coming out from Sin.
Yeah, forces the burst out right there as Sim was trying to use the transformation to gain some of that gauge back. But the reversal super going to connect, put them into the Mori mode as well. DP's out of any kind of mix right there. Ruko looking to try to keep this close, but the overhead's going to connect. Sim needs only one
so close.
more touch.
Oh my God! There it is. The overhead will take it. And Sim is your Guilty Gear Strive Fight Kingdom 2024 champion.
Yeah, excellent, excellent stuff right there from Sim. Staying fully in the winner's side, making that homecoming return to a PNW event to capitalize and close on out.
Yeah, she denied the repeat there on Ruka and created a storyline for herself. The comeback is real here at Fight Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, like I said, that took it all. So we're not even playing. We're sitting up here.
No, and I can
making us worried.
I can only imagine how the players are feeling back there, right? Like, or up there. It has been nerve-wracking watching that. Oh my goodness.
Of course, we're going to get the top 8 here on the stage. Zafo doing the emceeing.
Yeah. Taking that trophy, gonna give that
the cab trophy, right?
Yeah. I find it very funny that the cab trophy is going to the person who plays on pad.
Different times. It's
Yeah,
a different times for sure.
Times. This is pad grand finals, right? But they're both pad players. Yeah.
The future is now, old man.
The future is now.
Oh, wow. What an incredible bracket, of course, here at Fight Kingdom. Guilty Gear Strive is bigger than ever. Of course, we got another season on the horizon. I'm just curious to see what characters we're going to bring in. You know, what's going to change with the mechanics and whatnot? The future is uncertain, but I know one thing is clear. We're getting some good fighting game action no matter who you are.
Absolutely. We are getting some wonderful action, getting all our players up on deck for the top 8.
Yeah, let's get a showing on the top 8 here on the stage.
And we will be giving it up to Zafo here, going to be presenting our awards for our top 8.
Mikey. But we'll do that at the end. I got a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, your Guilty Gear Strive Top 8. Coming in number 7th, Mikey C. Also in 7th place, Storm. And in 5th place, Mushmallow. Also in 5th place, let's give it up for Boat. Coming in 4th place, Odd Toaster. In 3rd place, Chad Draws Things. And in 2nd place, let's give it up for Ruka. And your Fight Kingdom 2024 Guilty Gear Strive champion, Sim. So a couple things before you guys head off. I recently got word that all of our main game top 8 placers should make their way at some point before you leave over to the Conmay Studios booth where they have prizes for each and every one of you. And there's a thing we like to do where we try to honor people in the community who have, put in a lot of time and effort in service of the community. And this person, these awards are unique in that they're the only Fight Kingdom awards in which the recipient's name is actually engraved into them. We've only done this twice before. But there is someone that we wanted to give this award to. This is a person who stepped up really big time in a lot of ways for a lot of different games. They've helped out at Northwest Majors. They've been a great ambassador for the Northwest, traveling for events in other regions. So if we could please just give a warm round of applause for Ruka. Not to mention the unenviable task of managing the largest Pacific Northwest fighting game online community. Ladies and gentlemen, your Guilty Gear Strive Top 8.